Welcome in, everybody. It is EU Open 2 Qualifier Day number 2, and we're over here at the Godalions team stream. I'm still Quanzek. I was here yesterday, but the person on my right has changed. I'm joined by Pacman this time around. Tell the good people how you're doing, Pacman.
I'm doing well. I'm really excited. I got notified of this, and I'm really excited to cast for this spot. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We saw this team win through the uppers in 4 straight series victories, so they have the highest possible seeding coming in today. With that being said, we have drawn a very difficult round 1 matchup that should be the hardest that we will see throughout the entire course of the day. It is Arrogant, a squad that made it to Swiss stage in the previous Open, and players that have been around for a while. Mozzarella, DeVoof, and Grammar will be taking the opposite side of the pitch from Godalions early in this one, and we are already underway here. Godalions starting off with some early pressure, and they might need that against this roster. We are expecting big things out of Godalions, but they got to get through Arrogant first if they want to stay alive in the upper side of Qualifier Day number 2.
Absolutely, and this is a squad that is very much expected to make the Swiss stage, so this would be an upset if we are able to take them down, and Grandma is already trying to fake it. It's a save there from Jair. Keep it out of the net. And already opening off, it's been a little even, but I mean, Arrogant, so strong in the offensive end. We need a very great defensive presence. We want to be able to take down.
Oh, what a waterfall save there by Khan. Dropping down last second, able to get the pinch back out, keeping the scoreline even for the time being. But boost tallies are a bit low. Khan doing well to buy time. Now this is really awkward here. Saf was really watching the ball bounce over him and go the distance before Arrogant was going to take back over. This is an infield pass. DeVoof can't wrap around it with their limited boost total. Khan, though, can, and maybe it's a transition play the opposite way. Grandma going for a psycho off his own backboard. Won't connect, but the clear. Gonna flip the pitch, and we will go ahead and reset off the hood of Jair.
Yep, and we now have a little bit of offense possibility here, as Khan, trying to keep it slow, is immediately challenged. And now DeVoof trying to get a flip to get it clear here. He's got it to a teammate, and it goes all the way back to the blue half. Still scoreless, a minute and a half into this game. Both teams trying to vie for possession. A couple of chances for both squads, but nothing really too threatening. That was a chance. Sapphic can't quite get it through, and we're still striking the blue hat side.
It's any sort of even playing field that we're seeing thus far 2 minutes into the game, I think is good. Godalions, they're a phenomenal roster in their own right, but Arrogant already have the Swiss stage appearance in the first Open, so these are the expectations we're coming in with. But that one, as I'm saying, is going to fall in for Arrogant. Good 50 by Mozzarella, and it's really awkward positioning by Saf. You have to give them credit for getting up and at least challenging, but it's a better play shot by DeVoof, putting it behind them, so that will mean Arrogant on the board first in our best of 5.
Yeah, and I mean, a best of 5 since all day today, and already trying to get it through. Saf gets it under 1, cannot get it through. Final defender, almost a great play to tie it up immediately. And on the counterattack, it will be Arrogant looking for something here. They're able to get it past 1. Tries to get it to a teammate, fakes it. Allows Saf to go for a solo play, but nothing quite yet. DeVoof now has a player running interference, cannot get it through, and great defensive players from Jair there to make sure it doesn't get worse.
Khan has to opt to leave the full boost in favor of the ball, but for those efforts, they will get the clear out. Grandma Round one gets bumped off. Mozzarella actually still on this despite the bump. It's a double tap off the crossbar and the follow-up. Again, off the backboard, Godalions doing just enough to avoid that goal falling in and avoiding a 2-0 deficit. But you need to get it out, though. Saf in charge. It's a good chip over Dvoof. Can they get there to 50? No! Grandma gets the save. Saf gets a rebound, but it's just a booming clear back towards their own half. Saf beat by Dvoof. Dvoof now, double tap opportunity. Gonna miss it intentionally, I believe, for his waiting teammate in the form of Mozzarella. Grandma trying to do what they can here along the side while Godalions lock that down, sending 2 there in the corner. A pinch 50 sends this one blistering out into the midfield, and this clock continues to tick down here, Pac-Man. Minute 15 seconds. Godalions need their first opener of this game, but they've done well to limit the offensive opportunities at the same time by Arrogant.
Yeah, absolutely. We knew that they had to play very well on defense. Unfortunately, their offense is not showing up here. A psycho maybe attempt from Jair. Actually gets help from his teammate, sent all the way back to be able to clear it to his teammate. Grandma, a passing play. That's a shot. A great save from Khan, making sure it stays at a 1-goal lead. Counterattack, maybe Khan is intercepted. Now Grandma trying to get something. There's a shot. There's a goal, and Arrogance goes up.
The necessary reaction time to get a touch here off the demo had to be in split seconds by Jair. They actually, I think, got the full boost. So maybe opted for that. Thought they could get that in the ball. But with that ball going in, making it 2-0 for Arrogant. Godalions still searching for their first goal and now in need of 2. We've seen looks, we've seen attempts, and we've seen really fantastic defensive play. But breaking that seal, the orange net, has not been in the cards so far in this game. Number 1, and oh my gosh, what a well-timed 50 by Dvoof. It rattles off of 2 posts, but will stay out of the net.
It really seems like our defense is playing very well. There have been so many opportunities where you're like, oh my gosh, they're going to score, and someone's there to save it at the last second. Unfortunately, offense, the other side of the field has not been quite good enough. There's a chance here. Still Saf puts it in. There's still time left on the clock, and that means this game 1 is not quite over.
It's a perfect time goal to enable some sort of wizardry that's going to happen on the kickoff here. Do they go for something special? Do they just go for a regular kickoff and try to score a 0-second goal? We'll see. It looks normal for the time being. Dvoof is going to cheat first, though, and with that touch, it'll go off the back wall, hit the ground, and end it. So the scoreline in game 1, a very close 2-1 deficit. Godalions will end up losing in this game number 1, but it's something that there's a lot of positive takeaways to have, especially from a roster as good as Arrogant.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at the shot differential. They had Arrogant had so many more shots, but the defense of Godalions was so strong. Only allowing 2 goals off of 16 shots is very good on the defensive end. If we could get more shots going instead of that just that 1 goal at the end of game number 1, it was definitely possibility that we can get into this game. This series is not going to be a blowout at all. I think that Godalions can get there.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of fantastic play from this roster, and hanging in right there with a top-seeded Arrogant team who ended up finishing in the top 32 of the previous Open. Like, that's where we want to be, and that game 1 shows that, hey, we belong, we deserve to hang there. Godalions did well defensively in game number 1. We're looking for an offensive adaptation game number 2, and this is a good start off the kickoff. Mozzarella, it's a diving save, an epic one at that, to keep the score lines at 0-0 off the initial kickoff.
I was giving praise to our defense. Obviously, the Arrogant defense also extremely strong right there. Last second save, and now Khan's trying to make him do it again. He's got a double backboard open. He tries to pass it over, but it's taken away. Dvoof clears it all the way back downfield. Now it's Jair trying to get something going here. He's just going to go for 50, allowing both teams to get more reset, trying to get something on offense. Saf cannot get it past Dvoof. Dvoof, the fancy wave dash, gets another challenge, trying to get through everybody. Can't quite do so, and still safe in the blue half so far, but obviously Godalions want to get it out as soon as they possibly can, and it's going to be a lot easier said than done. Dvoof has a flip trying to catch it, gets it past a couple. Is his teammate there? He is, but it's not in. Oh, Mozzarella there to clean it up. Arrogance, very strong in the offensive end, being able to get past everybody, really.
I understand that this is the Godalions team stream, but at a certain point, you have to give credit where credit is due. Devoof, no credit on that goal at all. They don't even get an assist. But weaving through the entire team in the fashion that they did, chipping around the final two defenders and then setting up a gorgeous pass. I mean, that's just it's respect to the other team. It's a very well orchestrated goal that will get Arrogant on the board first. So it's yet again Godalions with the pressure on them. They are tasked to find something offensively. We saw at the tail end of that game. We've seen glimpses of it already in our game number 2. But executing is where they're falling short currently. The flick up towards Grandma and Dryer. Really good position to get there. It means Khan can sink in, gets a lofting touch on the top of Mozzarella, leaves it for Saf, but with limited boost, it's just going to turn into a hopeful bounce shot towards the net. Dryer, good dunk. First there will be Arrogant. Saf takes over, grabs a flip reset, doesn't have enough boost, just trying to fake his way through, but it pulls up the team, and you saw Khan lying in the weights with Saf. Both of them had 0 boost, so when Mozzarella got this touch over both of them, the rotation just couldn't get back in time.
Yeah, a little push too far up. We can tell the Godalions, they really want to get the offense going. It has been, their defense has been fine, but when you push yourself up trying to get the offense going, sometimes the mistakes lead in, you overcommit. That's when your defense suffers. So you can't sacrifice the integrity of your defense to get the offense going. You figure out ways to creatively get something together. And right now, Arrogant is doing a very good job of making sure the Godalions is uncomfortable in their offensive possessions. And now that's a great challenge to move right through Staff, making this a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, it's been good setups by Arrogant, even better 50s, and the ball's been bouncing their way on top of that. 3-0 for Arrogant. A much more difficult scoreline in game number 2 than we saw in game number 1, but that's a start. I was just about to say, the beauty about going down 3-0 in under half the game is that you can score that amount of goals and more on the other side, and Godalions off on the right foot with that kickoff goal, 3-1. It's a chip at the lead, but it is a start.
Yeah, and any start is going to be welcome. Doesn't matter if it's a kickoff goal, a clip, all worth 1. And right now they're trying to get something going. That is going to go wide, but still bounces. Long time for no one to touch that ball, but both teams trying to situate themselves. It's Grama trying to get pass to the middle, and the Booth be able to get the clear off the ceiling. He's been so well, and again, he gets it down and through. DeVoof has been so strong on the offensive end here, and still just assembling our defense, really.
Yeah, I feel like if you asked, like, a poll of, like, 10 people who the number 1 player is on this Arrogant roster, who to watch out for, the name mentioned the least would probably be DeVoof. That's no slight to him. That just is more of a praise to Grandma and Mozzarella more than anything. But DeVoof has come online in a big way. They have beat Godalions in multiple different fashions. They look on top of their game right now. Godalions have some sort of offensive, but a double bump at the midfield there by Mozzarella just causes some sort of commotion to slow things down to a halt. Khan, though, gets a shot on Mozzarella on his goal line coming off the post for the save, and Godalion's going to have to do better than that, unfortunately, because they're down by 3 with under 90 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, they need to get the offense going, and that might lead to more overcommits if it really comes down to it. That's a great demo chance. Mozzarella able to get the save, but still a pass middle, a shot. It's right down the line. Placement may need to improve a little bit, but there's still a lot better offense right here. I wish we had seen this earlier in the game before it was 3 goals, but they still have chances. That's almost past the player, but does finally get cleared. But that is something you really like to see at the end of this game, because if they can get that, take it into the next game 3, maybe we can start getting some momentum being built and start getting into this year.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen a peppering of goals. We've seen some individual solo mechanical plays as well. Oh, a redirect opportunity for Mozzarella won't find its way into the back of the net. The offense is what we were hoping for in game number 2. We're not going to get it on the scoreline, but I think there were more quality scoring opportunities in game number 2 than there were 1. Maybe this is another one here. Khan, double tap off the backboard. He has it! Oh no, it goes off the hood of Grammar and back down. It won't go in for a second goal for Godalions, but the confidence, the ability, the assuredness to say, hey, we did get some quality chances on. We just haven't been able to find the one that gets it past the final defender, I think is what we're looking for right now more than anything. We know what the quality that Arrogant brings to the table. They got off to a very good start despite the shots total being about the same. It's really the saves that were the difference. We didn't step up the defense until about halfway through that game. Arrogant already had 3 goals at that point, Pac-Man. So lots to work on, but I don't think you aren't looking at this series like, hey, Godalions has no chance. It is just, I think a couple bounces go our way and maybe we're in a different series right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they had less shots this time, and obviously our defense did not play as well, but if you look at the shot differential, it's very close. So if we can start placing our shots a little better, making sure they can save it, maybe introduce some physical play in the mix, we could definitely get into this game. Absolutely. Their offense, very strong. You got to play a little better on the defensive end after game 2. But game 1, that we know we can play great defense. We held the 2 on 16 shots, at 1 out of 8 shooting, 12.5 shooting percentage. If you can help hold this Arrogant squad to that, you're probably going to be in a very good position to win the game at the end of it all. So we can get our defense back up to that and start getting more shots. I think that this game 3 could go our way.
Yeah, that is what we're looking for. Game 3 going our way to give us a longer life here in the upper side of the bracket. We've started each kickoff in good fashion. This is another one that's going to float, exist near that post. He's just thinking, hey, maybe there's a chance it goes in, but it will stay out for the time being. Godalions have played so well off the opening kickoffs every single time, just have not found the back of the net. Dyer from his own ceiling, only 10 boosts to work with, gets around 1, tries to get around the second, doesn't have the pace behind that touch. Khan does have the pace behind his car, however, as this one is chipped forward. And what is that? Pre-flip pinch by Safix? That was something very unique. It ends up turning into a halfway decent clear, but Godalions still stuck on their own goal line. We need a booming one. This could be it off the hood of Safix. No, it's a whiff. Maybe it's intentional. Now Safix is the recipient for this transition pass. It's off the backboard. Shot on. Grandma. Diving save.
Yeah, great opportunity. First real one. We haven't had to make much data so far. First minute in. The Godalions with the first real possession, but now Grandma trying to get something. The booth trying to keep it in the blue half, but it will be cleared away. A lot of time has been spent in the blue half, but still no threatening shot has gone on target so far. And now Jair trying to get something out of here. There's so little boost. They have to figure out a way to not allow this to happen. A shot is actually sent wide, but still Arrogant. Time after time, they get the ball after a shot, and finally, Mozzarella's going to be able to put it through.
That's Arrogant's efficiency more so. It's where they've shined more than the Godalions roster. Is they'll get a shot on, that rebound will come out, and they are almost always the ones on top of it. Godalions, when they can't connect on those rebounds, we've seen that's when they can establish the extended offensive pressure, start peppering the net. But Arrogant, almost every single one of their goals is off of trying the defense from Godalions, not getting the first shot, not getting the second, maybe not even getting the third. But their consistency at the net breaks through eventually. They're able to weasel and work their way in. Now Safix on a little bit of an island here, has to do what they can against the Voof. Able to cover enough of the net to force that ball high. Khan riding Graham all the way down, trying to get that one in. It'll end up bouncing off the post and back out. So close, but still no cigar for Godalions. And man, if that's not the story for this entire series, it's been close, but just barely not enough time and time again.
Yeah, barely is right. We've had the opportunities. If we could get more possessions like Arrogant has, we would be able to score as much as they have. Unfortunately, our offense is not equal. We're really just going one opportunity, and then we have to race back. A great Arrogant. There's a bend, and now Grama trying to get something there. That angle would have been impossible, and still on the blue half, a good challenge there. Finally, a chance. Maybe no, it's off the waterfalls down. Is that a chance? Khan gets a great save. Another shot. It's off the post. Is there a finish? No, there isn't. Staff with a beautiful save. Another clear. Trying to get it away is not a land. They got it past one. Finally, a clear away. The Voof just going to try to send it right back. A great read from Staff. Keeping it in the orange half. They're trying to get something going. There's 90 seconds left. The challenge. That's through. Khan reads the defense and pokes it through, tying up this game.
Oh, thank goodness. I mean, hey, I feel like balls after 50s, after whatever, they've been bouncing Arrogant's way for the majority of the series. We'll take one that ends up in a goal. It's an equalizer for Godalions. We're on even playing field, and maybe oh, no, it's okay. No. For a second, I got concerned. It was a fantastic solo play here by Saf, getting in front of the ball after that flick to remove the final defender. But he tapped it one more time and ended up going off the crossbar. So Khan instead will get the tap in to enable his second. And for the first time this series here, Pacman, Godalions with the lead.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, better late than never. Game 3, they still need a reverse sweep, but Game 3 is the first step of winning and getting a reverse sweep. So Godalions trying to hold on to this lead. They were trying to build on offense as well here. A double commit might be issues if it can be punished. The Voof not going to go up for it as Dire able to hit it to midfield. But minute left. No Arrogant's offense is good enough to score. But Godalions, their defense has held Arrogant very well in this game. So no reason to expect that to change. That's a triple commit. But does work out for Arrogant. They're looking for a double, a chance. Mozzarella, he's going to shoot it. Great save from Staff, getting it away. A demo, a chase, running interference. No shots on target, but still, Godalions has wasted so much block here as they're trying to hold on to win this game 3.
Yeah, and that's a really important takeaway that you just said. They're finally in a position where they have a lead. They're still trying for that go-ahead goal, but an alternate win condition that they can settle for is just burning time. They have another 12 seconds to get through as they're stuck in their own half. Khan, 0 boost inside his own net. Saf along the backboard. Has to get a good clear here. That's one touch. Grandma 50s him for the second, but the pinch comes through from Saf. Now it has to be a 0 second. Saf trying to pinch it down, and they will accomplish that. It will be Arrogant dropping their first game of the series, and Godalions hanging on. Hey, as long as it's a game win, I understand that Arrogant have won 2 and we will be on 3 consecutive match points, but a game win is something we know this team is capable of. They have shown it, and maybe this is the change in momentum we need for game 4 and game 5. It's a really crucial game win here.
Well, absolutely. It's obviously a crucial game win. If we lose that one,
yeah,
sent to the lower bracket. But it's even good, even if we aren't able to get through. We definitely know we can beat this squad, and if this is the hardest squad that we play the entire day, we can go through the lower bracket. Even if we can't pull this out, which is certainly a possibility, it's still a great showing for the future of today and getting into the Swiss stage. Right now, we got to win 4 because we want to get it in the upper bracket.
Yeah, the longer we can stay alive in the upper bracket, the better, because maybe we crawl through there, or even if we do happen to lose, we drop into a much later point in the lower side of everything. This is, for the first time this series, a kickoff that goes in favor of Arrogant. Devoof just dipsy-doodling his way along that left sidewall, throwing a couple of mind games that will lead to the opening goal by way of Devoof for Arrogant.
Yeah, Devoof has been very good on the ball here. If we can get him off of it, that would be 2 wonders because he's so dangerous Goes for an air dribble bump there, but no follow-up is sent there. And Saf with a great dunk, making sure no quick offense. Already down. Oh, that's an overcommit. Mozzarella gets the second goal. And already Godalions not looking good in this game for it.
Yeah, Khan jumps as the third man, has a full tank of boost. They trust their ability to get there, but I was always taught growing up, I relate Rocket League a lot to ice hockey because there's so many similarities and parallels between the two of them. I played defense, and you were taught as the last man, do not commit, even if you only commit if you are 100% sure you can get there first. If there is even the smallest chance you don't, you sit back, you wait, you let the play go to you, and Jair going to let the play evolve in front of him. He's just going to bully his way through one, and look at the fake. Grandma forced to jump because they're on an island with no boost, and Jair says, you know what, thank you very much. I'll just walk right around you and tap this one in.
The replay allowed them to get Grandma's axles off of the pitch, and already they've cut the lead in half. There's still plenty of time, even though the first bit of this game 4 did not go Godalions' way. Still 4 minutes left. Plenty of time to get back into this game, get into this series, and force it game 5. Khan trying to do it early. He's got to pass one. No, Mozzarella, great possession there, but still in the orange half right now. Jair gets it as trying to dunk to Voof, but good hit to clear it all the way down. On now. Looking to collect. Got a fake. They're trying to play a little more solo plays. It almost works there. Off the post. Lucky bounce allowing us to get a clear. And, I mean, we'll take anything we can get. They've got lucky bounces all series long. So game 4 is a perfect time for us to start getting some on off the ceiling. Limited boost, but they don't know that. He's looking for a shot. Oh, almost timed perfectly, but still. Great chance. A dunk! Jair ties up the game.
The amount of pace that ball had, the sheer velocity, and shot out of a cannon from this corner, it hits the perfect edge of Jair's car. That's the one, as you're learning Rocket League, you understand that on the hitboxes, if you hit it on certain parts of your car, you're going to get way more pace. Jair times the flick immaculately, is able to get there. So Godalions hard-fought comeback here early in game number 4. It's felt like we played a whole game, but we're only 2 minutes in. The scoreline is 2 apiece. It's anybody's game, and Godalions, they want this to be theirs as they're looking to force a game 5, set up some sort of reverse sweep potential. Devoof clearing the way of following his clear. Saf actually gets the ball, though. It's a optimistic shot. It will force a save out. Jair, oh, double tap. It's going to come down at a good angle for Godalions. Khan putting it up. Was looking for Saf, but Saf, understanding the errors of his team earlier, didn't want to commit as that deep third man.
That's a great way to see they're learning. They're trying to play it perfectly here because Arrogant is a squad that you basically have to push against. Take down Mozzarella, no contact. Will be cleared away. Devoof this time. He's looking for a solo play. A great early challenge, not allowing anything that Devoof wants to do to occur. And it's crucial right now as he is probably playing the best out of this Arrogant squad. So if you can shut him down, you're looking very strong. Jair now solo play off the backboard, trying to drop it down to teammate Khan there. Cannot get it past Rama, but still, we have the possession, we have the pressure, and it's really right now Arrogant that's on the back foot.
It does feel like for the first time this series, we're dictating the pace of play. We're deciding what we want to do with the ball, where it's going, who's first, who's controlling the possession. This ball will cycle a couple times here in the corner. Saf, chip over one. Can they get around a second? They can, but there's no follow-up. Both members going and regrouping for boost. It's a ball that is eerily drifting in the center of the field. Saf, side touch over to Khan. It's not let pass. That sends this one careening to the upside of the pitch. A demo doesn't help, so Khan has to get this one out off his hood. Devoof, all of his boost, it seems like he's just dead in the air. He was boosting as fast as he could, but didn't have a ton of momentum behind his car. We're down to 1 minute remaining as you see the pop-up there from the lovely background. And Godalions in the driving seat, but they still need one more. They still need to go ahead, and we're getting to a point in this game where whoever scores, that might as well seal it in this game number 4.
I call it silver gold territory. It doesn't quite seal it, but it's just about done. And right now, Arrogant trying to work towards it. Saf gets it off, but does not catch the offender off guard as Mozzarella fakes it down. Maybe for no one's there to follow it up. Still on target and rolling, though. They are very easily able to clear it away. And right now, trying to get something here. Limited boost for a couple of our players right now. So Saf is the one that has to collect. Looking for a pinch. Gets it through one. Has a chance to get this late in game 4. 50 away. And still looks like it's overtime possibly. But Khan looking for the 0 second goal. 1 second left, but he puts it through.
Khan! It's a good 50 him Dryer combined. He beats Grammar, and then the placement on the follow-up for the top right of the net, chipping it around Mozzarella. We just need to avoid any sort of kickoff craziness here. It's a delayed 50 by Mozzarella. It's calculated to get the ball in the air. DeVoof, back wall for Mozzarella. He's chipping it, just trying to go for a drop pass, delaying the ball. It's still up off of that sidewall. Sap pushing it forward, and it's gonna hit the turf. If it didn't, it would have added insult to injury. Godalions, a late goal sends them through, and we will be headed to a game 5 here, Pac-Man.
Game 5. We have all the momentum. Look, oh my gosh. I'm looking at the shots. We had 5 shots, 3 goals. That's 50%. That is incredible. And I mean, if we can keep that up, then I don't know if Arrogant will be able to stop us. We have the momentum. We seem to have shut them down. Obviously, they have gotten angry as I saw them leave the game at the end of that one here. But there's still a game 5 to be played. So hopefully we can get through. And I mean, 2 in a row. We're looking really well.
Yeah, no, that's you saw a change of the guard in that game. About 3 minutes in, all of a sudden, Godalions firing on all cylinders. They look poised, they look positioned for every single ball. They're faster, they're dictating the pace of play. That's something that we didn't necessarily see in the previous game. So momentum definitely in our favor. I'm assuming Arrogant going for that little bit of a placebo change. They had a couple people leave. I'd assume for preset changes, they're going with a different look stylistically for their car, hoping that will help them out. We will be underway here in game number 5 shortly. A lot to play for, Pac-Man. There is going to be a game 5 that is either going to be a reverse sweep or Arrogant holding on, and this is for an extended life here in the upper side of the bracket. Neither one of these teams deserves to drop down this soon.
This early. I agree. It really seems like they've both played very well. Obviously, Godalions have been playing well in the back half of the series, but Arrogant, so strong, opening up. They didn't have to warm up at all. They're still very close to taking it down. Only 2 1-goal games. So late goals have been what's allowed the Godalions to take these last 2 games in. So the squad's so good, playing for so much, because if you win this next game, you are so much further along in the lower bracket, even if you drop the next game. And you also are playing for a spot in the top 32, because if you get the second win, doesn't matter if you win or lose the 3rd game, it's only for seeding. Both teams in that matchup are going to make top 32. So crucial game, means a lot, and it's going to 5.
Yeah, and like reverse sweep fashion at that. Godalions, it is 2 game wins in games 3 and 4 when it seemed the most improbable. And they've looked good doing it. Yes, these games have been close. Understandably, it should not be a rout against either one of these rosters, especially one as talented as Arrogant. But Godalions, they're showing their perseverance. They've held firm and true through these games. I mean, Khan, with that 1-second goal late in game number 4, if that doesn't encapsulate the mental prowess of Godalions, I don't know what does. So, as we're looking to get everything still situated here from game number 5, there is some hesitation with some of the players rejoining the lobby. I don't know if it's an unofficial timeout that Arrogant are taking on their end. We will go ahead and talk about what the changes are that we saw from Godalions, because you and I both identified it at the end of that game number 4. The pace of play, the momentum, the style, it's like a flip got switched. Godalions was playing well, but all of a sudden they were commanding what they wanted to do on the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It felt like they were more in control. And after looking at the shots, they didn't have the shots, because they, instead of trying to go for quantity of shots that were happening in the early bits of this series, they went for quality. They wanted the best shots they could. I mean, 5 shots, 3 goals against a team that's making top 32 RLCS. You know you're making the perfect decisions on the shooting. And that's exactly what they've been doing. I mean, last game 3 came back down 1. Game 4, I mean, they came back down 2. So hopefully they don't go down 3 early. But if they do, we see the pattern. They would be back. So into game 5 we go. As Con, they're trying to get the lead early, looking for a chance here. Staff no boost, can't get a shot on, but still, opening possession does go to Godalions. And I mean, you're right, they win the kickoff almost every time, and that is going to take dividends in this game number 5.
Yeah, especially when, a game 5, you're looking to get off on the right foot and set the tone early. Typically, a game 5 starts out much slower, and we're already seeing that here. It's been 30 seconds of really just the ball lofted high in the air in the neutral zone. As you get further along, people will begin to warm up, but players typically play game 5s because very patiently, very slowly and calculated, because they don't want to make any mistakes, like we're seeing right now from Arrogant. Devoof forced to come off the back wall and get a save after his teammate ran out of boost. Gyre now enabled to sink on in. Con gonna bully that ball back in, force it to not come out and get that clear, but they will finally find the sidewall with a bit of room. Gyre to himself, Mozzarella intercepting that little doink touch. Con trying to play it around Devoof. It's a good 50, and now Saf on 0 boost, but the demo is clutch and disables any sort of shot coming out from Mozzarella, which enables Saf to get a save.
Defensive demos, you don't see them much, but when they do come out, you know they're going to be well-placed, well-timed, and that was a great one right there. Saf now, still a chance, a fake, a shot, a great save from Saf here. Khan trying to clear it away, gets it through, but still on the blue half. A shot, Drama trying to get it to a teammate, and a bump from the booth will clear the nets. Arrogant take the first goal here.
It was too long without a booming clear. And Saf flips forward, expecting this one to be cleared in their favor. Has to come on back, and it's a very projected repositioning that enables a bump to come out and remove them as the last defender. So Godalions in the hole, but we've seen them come back from this again. Gyre going for a air dribble bump shot. It does get the bump, but the ball doesn't make its way in, as he needs to bump about 3 people. But look at that dunk. It ends up in front. Gyre getting a shot on, but a big body defense in Devoof, sending that one to the wayside. Godalions. It's a position that has me a bit anxious. We know they've been here before, but man, am I nervous to see at least 1 goal go in from them. This is potentially something that could help. Mozzarella has to use basically the entire boost tank to play that from corner to corner. It's an open net now. Saf able to sink in time.
Saf gets it, and every time so far, Godalions have equalized the game. They have ended up winning that game. Arrogant haven't been able to break the tie if it's not 0-0. Although every time it was 0-0, Arrogant very stats there, but already on trying to build on that first goal. Barely able to save that was Arrogance, and right now still threatening. Gyre looking for the bump. He got the touch. It's top ins, but Drama with an incredible save. That would have been such great placement, but better defense. Now, a clear, trying to break this deadlock is Godalions. Staff gets it past 1. Mozzarella trying to make sure nobody gets on offense, but still, this Italian squad is threatening. Gyre has boost, is on the back wall, tries to interfere with Mozzarella. quite do so. That clear might cause some hesitancy from Godalions as they are still looking for this goal. Gone. Just trying to get something going here. We can see they're not just rocketing shots off the backboard. They're trying to get the perfect shot. Here's a chance. No, he's actually going to pass it on. Here from Mozzarella will finally alleviate some pressure the Godalions have been putting on Eric.
Yeah, I do appreciate the vision, though, of what they had. They maintained possession. If they didn't like the shot that they would have taken, they just played it to the opposite corner and had somebody there waiting to collect that ball. This Godalions roster is recognizing that, hey, the defense from Arrogant has showed out time and time again. We need a quality shot, maybe one attached to a bump or a demo or some sort of mechanical play to break through. These lofted shots at the net are really just going to be a glorified way to give up possession. We will finally break that deadlock offensive pressure, and it'll be Godalions stuck in their own half for the time being. We've seen this be disastrous a couple of times. It's a double, it's a triple commit there, but the boost tallies, nobody higher than 50 on the side of Godalions. That's not great when you're forced to jump up for save after save. They're going to get another corner boost stolen by them, by Grammar. That demo is going to help out, though. Saf, they need it clear. They need it now. That 50 over the midfield. Gyre uncontested. Mozzarella getting there for the dunk in time. Khan there for the 50. Him and Saf combined to get it clear. He doesn't have enough power, though. It's really just handed over to Mozzarella, who's going for the double tap. It's off their back wheels and back down. It was too steep of an angle. And what looked like a guaranteed goal will bounce away, and maybe it's a chance on the opposite end. It's a transition play here for Godalions. Khan, it's a touchdown. Gyroff to keep it up and alive. Mozzarella playing to the sidewall. Will this one hit the turf? It will. It's overtime in game number 5 for our opening series of the day, Pac-Man.
Oh my gosh, absolutely incredible. 2 bumps from Gyre, giving us the opening offense, a chance, a shot.
It is! No!
By DeVoe. Oh no, a back pass. Still a chance. Gyre gets it past a couple, but Mozzarella there. That was so close. What a great save. Keeps it on up. Gyre has to get a challenge here. He does. Going clear from on. Very fast-paced overtime. Usually game 5 overtimes are slow, but this cannot be described as that by any means. It's off the backboard. A chance. A shot. Not going to go on. Another chance. Oh my gosh, both teams firing on all cylinders, trying to outpace the other. A miss, a little whifty, if you will. And Gyre trying to pass it over to a teammate. Is he there? No, a clear away by Arrogant. Keeps this tied. Game 5 overtime is already given exactly what we want, but we want a goal for Godalions. A shot, a crossbar, it's off snap. And Arrogant takes it in 5.
I understand. You just threw it to me. I'm so devastated. That's such a rough loss, man. We'll flip through the highlights, and I haven't moved ever since the overtime loss. My hands were on my head, but once the camera finally gets on the casters, you'll see the state that I'm in after that game 5 overtime loss. Hey, the reverse sweep not completed. We didn't get there. Hi everybody, good to see you. But despite how heartbroken I am currently, and what was a thrilling series objectively for anybody watching, it's a bummer if you're here on the Godalions team stream and you witnessed that result. But the takeaway is that we went to game 5 overtime against an Arrogant roster who made Swiss stage in the previous open. They took a series, they played well. It is a fabulous roster over there. Godalions started off to a slow start, lost game 1 and 2, turned it on and clicked, and they looked fantastic doing it. They start off on a better foot. They are able to handle things earlier rather than later. Maybe that's a different story, but regardless, the Godalions roster rallying back and getting to the point where they did more power to him. It's a devastating loss, admittedly, but it was a good series at the end of the day, Pac-Man. I will finally throw it back to you after my, me in my depression slump in my chair.
Well, I mean, it was a great series. We played very well. We weren't able to take down, but we weren't really expected to take down. I think if you're asking most people that aren't fans of Godalions, expect Erican to sweep us. So taking us to game 5, taking them to a game 5 overtime, incredible. And we are still alive. That was not the lower bracket. We still got a lower bracket run to perform. I think that if we play like how we did in the last couple games, we are looking really good to get through there. I'm really excited to see how this day goes.
Yeah, so updates from us in regards to the bracket. We will drop down to losers round 3. We do not have our opponent. It will be one of Boy 2 Gang or Boom Beach. And then from losers round 3, it will have to be 3 total series played. If we win all 3, we end up in losers round 6 for a final series. I've explained this in a really weird way. Let me restart. Losers round 3, there's 4 series that need to be played. Not 3, there are 4. Each one requires a win. If we win, we'll qualify to Swiss stage through the lower side and get a lower initial Bucol score. But all of that will have to wait on the other side of the break. I know we all need it after that series, but you won't want to go anywhere because we'll have more like that just on the other side. We'll be right back.
We were hopeless and we're hopeless now, but I remember we threw our face in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care, and I remember, yeah, I remember. Feel me in the dark, in the darkness. My shadows, they follow you like an accomplice. Lost all of your dreams, the night is heartless. My shadows, they follow you. My shadows, they follow you in the darkness. In the darkness. My shadows, they follow you like an accomplice. Lost all of your dreams, the night is heartless. My shadows, they follow you. My shadows, they follow you in the darkness.
Your vacant thoughts peering into the soft blue light. This unfamiliar glare, it blocks me out, I'm blinded. Inspired my efforts to keep you satisfied. I seem to be losing you, it's not worth the fight. So I speak up, I scream into the void. I reach for a hand to guide me through the shifting land below. I'm running up, saw you leave, I felt you go. It's the bottom line, blinding from a distance. No more resistance. So I speak up, I scream into the void. I reach for a hand to guide me through the shifting land below. I'm running up, the walls are closing in. I feel the cold embrace of dust. We rise and dust we part.
We're back with RLCS EU Open number 2 action over here on the Godalions stream. There will not be much pleasantries for us as we are getting ready to go straight into the game. Things ended and then got started very quickly following the previous series. The roster is going to be Boy 2 Gang. They are seed number, 516 that we're looking at? Seed number 516. With that being said, I believe members of Godalions know this roster, so it's not necessarily that they are that low. I think they're just underseeded for this open. With that being said, part 2, Godalions on the board first here, Pacman.
Like Godalions, they're expecting. I think they're expecting most of the best part of the day, but this is step 1. Best of 5 for the rest of the day through, or actually. Definitely the case that boys they're over 5.
Yep.
That's the squad. So has to over 5. But we're obviously not expecting already 1-0 there. Through, but still, after a minute, we're up. We didn't actually go up 1-0 at all last so a great start for us. Obviously, we love to be in the lead early. So hopefully that continues.
And you know, this team of Godalions is coming off of a ridiculously insane close game 5 where they almost upset Arrogant, and I think would have been poised to qual into the Swiss stage, but dropping that one means our work is cut out for us here in the lowers. It's going to start with Boy 2 Gang, but Arrogant did put us in tip-top shape before we got dropped down, so I'm expecting a decent run before we run into any real competition here later on in day number 2. Just that opening goal so far in this series. Not much more outside of that. Both teams just have been very happy to trade possession back and forth. There hasn't even been a real genuine opportunity on net since that initial look. At least one that was threatening. This one going to be a pinch off of Usual in the corner. Future off the backboard. And this could be that threatening chance I was talking about. It will force an epic save out from Saf, and Godalions will maintain their 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and the defense always a strong suit for our squad. So not surprised that we've been able to hold on first half of this game 1. A little surprised we haven't been able to get as much offense going, and it really seems like we had the offense figured out the end of last game, but still a chance here. Sav looking for a redirect, can't quite find it on target, and now a chance, a double tap attempt, actually trying to pass it over, but it does look like it's still a 1-0 game. The Aliens definitely more offense here than we saw against Arrogant. So looks like they'll be able to get something going. That's a great bump, but Lucio gets it away, and still 1-0. So this Boy 2 Gang squad is definitely a strong defense. So hopefully we can keep them on the back half so they don't get any opportunities.
Yeah, and Godalions, they're finding space already in this series that they... I didn't think it was on target, but I wanted to believe the game. It will be just wide top left. The space that's being found here for Godalions, Arrogant wasn't giving them in that series. They're a caliber roster. They should make Swiss stage. But here, Godalions is making sure to capitalize on their, the slower pace of play that Boy 2 Gang are putting out there, the less controlled possession and touches that they're happy to concede. It's ended up in a lot of free real estate for Godalions here. That is really a luxury at this level of Rocket League, and it's one that they're not looking to be missing out on anytime soon. Ancient House hitting the crossbar and having that ball bounce back out. A little bit wary here defensively. Jair has to play that round 1, but it's dangerously in the midfield in front of the crease, and that doesn't make sense. It's only a matter of time, especially given the boost totals. Boy 2 Gang will score a late equalizer, so we're not by any means out of this game number 1, Pac-Man. This is spooky with 49 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm hoping that Godalions is not trying to underestimate this squad. They're clearly here for a reason. That possession, I mean, they had so much time. They wasted so much boost in the Godalions squad, and finally they took the shot. That was so patient, so well done. But a chance to get the lead right back on, pops it up for and Jair gets it right through, takes the lead back in very little time, and that's exactly what we've seen as a response.
142 kilometers an hour between that pitch and gyre and the ancient house. That is a blistering shot, and that's a good way to respond for Godalions. You concede one, you immediately get it right back on the other side. Really good flick as well by Khan to set that up. Maybe make it 2 off the kickoff. Ancient House has to send this back the other way. Khan a bit awkward, gonna pinch this on the ground. Ancient House combines there with him to send that ball fluttering haphazardly into the corner. Futura, that's a good outlet pass to Lusual, but can't get much more momentum past that. So now Saf going for a shot, gets a dunk, flip reset, and does burn some time in the process. So 5 seconds in Ancient House has to get something going with a dunk by Khan. That will almost surely do it. Has to be a 0-second goal, and it's just going to hit the turf as Futura has to be there to block that oncoming shot. Godalions. It made us a bit nervous there at the 49-second mark, but they do good enough to hang on and get that go-ahead goal late. We will win game number 1.
Yeah, and I mean, we have the shot advantage. Twice the shots, also twice the amount of goals, although I assume our shooting accuracy is going to improve because we seem to get more hot as series goes on based on the last series. And that was against a higher quality opponent. No disrespect to Voida Gang, but I do believe that Arrogant would widely considered as the better team. And we were able to warm up against them. Hopefully we can do the same here. And a good thing is we don't have to really cool down the rest of the bracket here, as we're in the lower, so we're not going to wait for anybody else's game to be played, I don't believe. So very good for that. And also, I mean, even though it seems like we're not as hot as we were at the end of last year, we still won the game. We still had shots. It still looks very strong.
Yeah, I have been definitely a broken record because I say this phrase at least once, like every call I have at this point. But I really appreciate the saying, like, they don't ask how, they ask how many. That's what matters at the end of the day. Doesn't matter how pretty it is, doesn't matter how many games you win, doesn't matter what your scoreline is in those tallies. Just getting the win, period, is what people will remember, is what matters more than anything once all is said and done. So while it wasn't pretty by any means, a 2-1 end scoreline with a late goal to seal game number 1, it counts as if we blew them out 10-0. So we can, you know, in our own head, the winners rewrite history. Let's just start calling that game 1 victory a 10-0 victory, and we can move on.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, after that 10-0 stomping, I really think are looking to continue this offensive presence that they've had in game number 2, as we're seeing Jair trying to get a pass. That's a great pinch. It's going to the back. Oh, it's all the way in our own nets.
That's
oh,
brutal.
no. Voida Gang get a goal off of an unfortunate thing.
Yeah, Jair somehow ends up on the outside angle of that ball. I think they're trying to do whatever they can to just beat Lusual to the point of contact in order to drop that ball in the center for one of their teammates. But with the outside angle and the angle that Lusual took, the only direction that ball can go is straight towards Godalions' net. So it is a sniper pinch from about 40 feet in the air to open up scoring here. Or sorry, I shouldn't be saying feet, should I? From about 13 meters in the air to open up scoring here in this game number 2. That's a rifle of a shot from Khan. Forces a good save out from Futura. And they will keep the even scoreline, although maybe Jair, no. Cut off by Futura. It's straight back to him, though, and Sav gonna sneak in. Futura put all his tokens into getting this off of Jair's hood and ended up just giving another centering pass over to Saf.
It really felt like Lusual was focusing on Jair there and not Saf, and kind of peeled off instead of looking for the challenge. Allowed an easy shot for Saf to put it high up the game. I mean, we're going to take advantage of every single mistake with this. And they make more than a couple. They're going to end up losing this series, and already looking to be on offense again is Godalions here. Cleared away, but it doesn't really get very far as we're rejumping them. We're going so fast, our pace is incredible. Usual, no boost has to race back to get it. He will, but still, we have the pressure, and it's really Voida Gang trying to figure out a way to get through.
Yeah, you can tell that Godalions is just, they're content to be faster. Wow. Even if that was connected on, I thought Gyre had it for sure, but not making contact there might have even been a better fake. Khan set out with an absolutely open net. Godalions 2-1 lead, and that just goes to show you their game plan has been adapted to just pure speed. They're racing to these balls. They're running circles around Voida Gang out here on the field, and it's working out when they can just be faster and have Voida Gang reacting as opposed to being proactive. It's going to pay off here again. Khan just faster to two separate balls that Voida Gang is, and it's an open net for him to look at.
Yeah, I really think the pace that Godalions have set for this game, it really seems like they're controlling it. They're making so it's fast, and Voida Game's a little more uncomfortable at speed, and then whenever Godalions just slows it down, they are not expecting. They're trying to play up to the speed that Godalions is. It is really throwing them for a loop on the defense end. It's allowing Godalions so much more opportunities. Stab looking for a flip reset, fakes it down, causes 2 to bite, and almost a great goal to put them up 3, but still in the blue half, it really feels like it's practically parked in the blue half for most of this game, and Voida Gang need to figure out something. They have to change it up, otherwise they're going to continue to be outpaced and eventually lose this series. Oh my gosh.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Never let me talk again.
Shall receive. Futura doing it all from the sidewall. Gets the flip off the ceiling, flicks it forward, and puts himself in a perfect position to get another tap into the left of Gyre's diving save attempt. So Voida Gang only down by 1 now, and I do agree with you that Voida Gang need to change something, because the more they're playing into the pace of play that Godalions is setting, the more it's going to come back to bite them, as Ancient House with a bicycle save along the goal line to keep from conceding that 2-goal lead yet again. Maybe it's the mechanical plays that Voida Gang just needs to capitalize on. Futura got the last one, going for a second one here with the delayed backwards 50 challenge. Won't be able to connect, though, in Ancient House swooping in to enable this Voida Gang offensive to maintain its pressure. What an outlet pass here by Khan. Can they sink in here? There's nobody really on net, but the demolition by Saf. It's a cruise missile that he turned himself into midair, removing the last defender.
And he had no boost at the start of that play. He picked up 2 pads, is able to get up, speed exactly where it's going, and a great placement. Making sure the shot and the demo are in the same place, so the demo, if it's dodged, the save is not happening. If it's not dodged, you're dead, so you can't make the save. So perfect gameplay for both of those 2 players. Just undefendable, really, for one player, and you can do that over and over again, it's over, and that is another goal. Gyre able to get one through on a long shot. It really felt like Voida Gang had to pick up the pace there and caught them off guard.
This is more in line with what we would have expected out of Godalions, but you mentioned it in our opening game, and that's even more true now, that this team seems to be a slow burn to start off series. Game 1, an incredibly tight 2-1 victory that required a waning seconds goal in order to get the go-ahead. And then this one, it's really just been opened up wide open. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but everybody understands what I'm trying to say. The floodgates have been opened. The scoring, it's a shooting gallery. It's 5-2 for Godalions with time to spare. They can look for more, or maybe look to concede one to make it a little bit more exciting. Saf able to get that save. And opt to use his flip to recover a bit quicker, and Khan will sink in and take over for him. Now Gyre, the third man, gets the flip reset. Beats 2 with that touch, but Lujual able to find that clear.
Yeah, and we're up 3, so we're not necessarily going for the quality shots. We're just hot shots, trying to get a couple more, making sure they waste time. Because if you put it on target, it's going to waste like 5-6 seconds just for them to have to get back. They cannot push up. They're not going to be able to cherry pick. They're not going to be able to get shots in. So even though they're not really quality shots, quote unquote. The shots was up, and right here we do end up winning this game 5-2, and just a great win here, putting this up. We technically aren't. They could reverse sweep us, but I don't think that's going to happen really with the pace of the play, and Godalions is just controlling everything.
Yeah, in the series that we had against Arrogant, you could tell there was enough there where we could have strung together game victories in order to come away with a victory. And we got to a point where we forced a Game 5 overtime and ended up losing by a hair. But that was the end result. I'm not getting that same indication from Boyd to Gang. Future Illusional Ancient House. It's a good roster, but they look just slower overall than Godalions does, and maybe they get one back, maybe they get two, but I don't think it could play out. The first it gets is an identical storyline to what happened between us and Arrogant, where they collect 2 and then we win a Game 5, but I know nobody here wants to worry about that pressure, and I know the boys playing for Godalions don't want to deal with that sort of concern either. They want this done in 3. So we will go ahead and get prepped for game number 3. And Godalions looking for a sweep here to end things and run away into lower round 4. Progress through on their quest to top 32 Swiss State.
Yep, I mean, the 1 out of 4 steps. You got 4 steps. Each one a best of 5 series. Each one probably get a little harder, but at the same time, we know they're up to the task. They're going to be trying their best, and I mean, sweep here, be absolutely wonderful start here. And now they're trying to make sure that doesn't happen. They obviously do not want their tournament alive to end so soon. Usual tries to pop it up for a teammate. Futura challenged away, and Godalions start off on defense, what they didn't really do in the past couple of games, but still able to clear it, get on offense. They're a lot more comfortable making sure, like sometimes in Rocket League, instead of the best offense being a good defense, the best defense is just a good offense. Low boost in their half. They're not going to do anything to you on your end. And it's really interesting. It's different from a lot of other sports. Sports want to have great defense, but this time the offense can just lock the team in. And that's exactly what Godalions is trying to do, it seems. Right here, Saf cannot get it past Futura. I might have spoke too early. A shot comes in, but is taken away. Dyer trying to get something going. Low boost pops it up. Saf is beat to the ball, and opening goal is not yet come through, and that's actually abnormal for this series. Normally we see a goal immediately.
Yeah, I think Boy the Gang are coming out with just a different mentality. They do look like they're trying to be more calculated with their touches to not just play into Godalions' speed strategy. And so far, it is working. I'll throw in my 2 cents into what you're saying. Rocket League is very unique that you can just have a absolutely suffocating offense and the other team won't be able to do anything offensively. And I think that's just because of how the game has been developed to be played, with the rotation style as a cacophony of demos is sounded off in the midfield here. With the rotation that tends to happen from either one of these rosters, you can be very swift. You can maintain that possession if you're fluid enough with and picking up that boost before the other team can even look to do anything. Ancient House looking to hit the post here is a good look, but the 4th man coming up for Godalions.
Yeah, I'm very happy we put that guy there. He's a great anchor to our defense. He's putting in work today, and already halfway through this game. Oh, besides that shot that almost went through, there haven't really been any opportunities. No, like epic saves, nothing of that sort. As Sav is trying to get some opportunity of his own, get the challenge with great collection by Futura. Trying to clear it away, does get beat out, but still, both teams still feeling each other out. Game 3 is usually when teams are more aggressive, but it seems like they're being a lot more passive here, as we have yet to really see anything going. We see Chance drop down on no boost to go for that, allowing Boy the Gang get a chance, a challenge. Is someone there? No. Staff takes away. Oh, almost no boost on our side. So that offensive opportunity doesn't really turn into anything, and I feel like that's something that Boy the Gang has been very good at doing, making sure we're on low boost. Can't get anything going on.
Yeah, you see that, and there's another steal that comes out. Ancient House had a goal in his sights, ends up shooting that a little bit wide, will end up hitting the backboard. Khan, though, going for it. Oh, has the flip. Lots of good possession. Removed one defender. Couldn't get past the second. But Boost in what's been a very hard-fought neutral possession game. Oh, my. It survives off the crossbar. Futura uses on backboard. Oh, Khan with the redirect make things really awkward for Ancient House. Both teams now have had a ball sitting on the goal line, and the post has been worked more this game, than any other game we've seen thus far today. There's got to be dents in either side at this point. We're going to need to get the maintenance guys out here to work on the arena. That is a whiff, but Future is there to cover, or anybody from Godalions can pounce in the very lion fashion. Look at that. That's such a good pun. That's the most clever wordplay I've ever done, Pacman. Futura to the backboard. Khan getting the ball. Gyre getting the demo. Khan getting demoed for his efforts, but now Gyre has a little bit of boost to work with, just trying to force this one through. It's 30 seconds on the clock, and we might be headed for a scoreless overtime game.
Yeah, scoreless overtime. A little bit surprising if it does come out, and the only overtime we've seen so far has been that game 5, and that did not quite go our way, so hopefully... Oh, no! Do I just stop talking about anything at this point? Feels like any time I do something, it doesn't work out.
Didn't quite go our way, and on cue, Gyre just mistimes the flip, and that's a goal for Boy to Gang in the waning seconds. 10 seconds here, Pacman. It's going to have to be a kickoff goal after that unforced mechanical error. It doesn't help that we're in our own half. Okay, intentionally missed touch, maybe. The 50 from Saf. Gyre to the back wall. Maybe there's a chance. H-House can't connect. Shot on. No, Futura. Instead, it's a clear the other direction, but hold on. It's still up. Saf taking over. Has Ancient House to beat. It's a 50, but one person's demo, which means just Con. This one will hit the turf. Not able to get there will be Gyre. And you know what? Tommy, everybody watching, Godalions players, yourself, Safix, Con, Gyre, I know you guys frequently pop in the stream. You can blame Pacman. He can take ownership over this loss.
I think that was probably, I think is it up there. I'm one of the top reasons why that did end up.
100%, probably about 90% of that loss I think is on you.
Yeah, it's possible. I think we do have to blame some of it on Ancient House because, you know, that absolute laser of a shot.
That's... there's no possible way that a defender from our team could get in the way. It's a good point.
Yeah. Well, luckily, that was not Game 5, so it's not that much of a curse because you said it yourself. We were probably going to lose one. So, now we got
true. Look at you flipping it back on me, taking the onus off of yourself.
Just saying, you said the worst possible.
I see how it is, Pacman.
I'm just saying.
I see how it is.
I'm just saying. No, and already off the bat, start on offense. Gyre trying to get something going here. On himself, a demo comes out, but no shots yet. Avoid getting able.
Usual. Bit nifty here in the midfield. Trying to play his way around a couple of people. Infield pass hopeful from Futura. Usual. On zone backline Gyre. It is a attempted dunk, but no boost. Didn't have the pace to play get there, especially with the angle that Usual played with. Here's Saf across the own midfield, but we see Khan just sitting on that corner boost, wait for it to spawn. He had to leave before it did, and it ended up getting stolen, so now boost tally is really low on the side of Godalions. Despite that, they're setting up an offensive Gyre around one. Can't play it past Ancient House. That's a good 50. Turns into an opportunity. Khan double tap. Luzel gets in the way, but now Saf was hoping for a third. Gyre's way further back than he originally anticipated. But Gyre now collecting, going for a redirect off the side wall. Luzel will be there. Lots of good offense here early. It's apparent that either one of these teams want to put their stamp on this game number 4 and appoint themselves the victor, but it will be Luzel that maybe does this first. No, Saf able to get to that ball in time.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit faster pace. I thought that it was going to be caught off guard. Luckily, he did recover in time, and now a pass down. Future, no boost. tries to get it clear. He doesn't really get it past anybody as Khan looking to pass it to somebody. They're just putting shots on goal, and that one, there's no goalie there to save it. Saf able to break the deadlock, get the first goal. Game number 4.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really awkward ball that goes in. We'll take it. A weird sequence of events that plays out there where 2 members from Boy Gang are rotating at the exact same angle and pace. Either one can get there in time because they were basically in step with each other, locked, conjoined at the hip. Boy Gang coming off this kickoff, looking for some sort of early pressure, but can't get going. Sap, 0 boost, redirect attempt from the sidewall. You saw the vision, you saw it playing out in front of our own eyes, but that attempt in vain, unfortunately. Con trying to have some sort of commission on this success right now for Godalions. Futura, infield pass, Ancient House, just delaying his touch for as long as possible, trying to get that over the top of Jair as his car was coming down off of that flip forwards. This is dangerous in front, but Saf will be there first, and that will buy enough time for Godalions to go ahead and regroup, get some boosts in their tanks. Futura, oh my! He had it. He made contact. Just too sharp of an angle. But still, this is dangerous.
Oh,
Saf, no. I understand the pressure, but that's a touch you got to connect on. Boy to Gang, a well-earned equalizing goal.
It really feels like the Godalions squad is a little uncomfortable. Past couple games, they've made errors that we haven't seen at all today. And hopefully they'll be able to clean that up, as it is now tied. Game 4. The series is getting a little worrisome here, as Jair now trying to pass it out to his teammate. Staff trying to make up for that, and gets to a teammate. Good challenge to keep it in the blue side. Khan trying to get it past one, but Boy to Gang's defense very strong. They've done well to not allow Godalions to run away with scoring at all, besides that game number 2. So hopefully, oh no, it's a wide open net, and Saf did not make contact.
Usual. Really dangerous there, trying to dribble that out. It could have spelled disaster for the Boy Gang roster, but they will get away with that. Futurama, that's a show. Futura there, as that ball miraculously lands on his hood. Con, the dribble play. Almost coming to fruition. Ancient House getting this one out. Sent back in by Jair. Futura going to continue this ping pong. This one now. Con. Try to constitute some sort of offense. Then it's going to fall short, however. Usual will whiff on that one. And this one affected by Con. No! Futura at the last moment able to sink in. Musty now by him. Pushing this one along. Usual towards the back wall. This one straight off the ceiling and back down. What a pitch by Saf. Does have the pace. It does. It is a brilliant play by Saf. A sniper goal at that, doing it himself, and just has enough boost to play that pinch ball forward. Godalions, 2-1 lead now.
Yeah, a beautiful way to get back down there. No one on Boy to Gang was expecting it. They just need to hold on 41 seconds to get to the next round. And Jair trying to get a touch over, gets it past Futura. Clear comes out from Khan as they're trying to build on this lead. 30 seconds left in the blue half. That's exactly where Godalions wants it. But still a chance. Boy Gang has had late goals. They have definitely been able to convert a demo. This is their chance. Futura pops it up. No boost on the back line, and Futura is going to put it through. There's nobody there to save it, and the tie.
Yeah, that's just no boost at all. You saw Khan doing his best fluttering impression. We're trying to will his car that extra bit further, but can't connect, so... Off the kickoff. It is in favor of Boy to Gang. They have found themselves established in this corner. Futura off the back wall. Jair has to read this. He'll do so. Ancient House doesn't want to commit. It's a pass down to Futura! It's a 0-second goal. Ancient House, it is a picture-perfect pass down to Futura. And Futura doesn't miss out on that opportunity. It's buried into the back, and Pacman and I are both frozen in our seats. We are headed to a game 5. Losing a goal at 12 seconds. And then a goal on 0 seconds for a comeback from Boy the Gang. So Godalions, we've kind of painted ourselves into a hole here, into a corner. We're looking at a game 5 where both games number 3 and 4 were given up at the very last second by very last second goals. And so we'll have to lock in and put it all together for game 5 in order to continue our lower bracket run.
I mean, it really seems like these are unforced errors. It's not like impressive that Boy the Gang have necessarily been winning these games. It's been a little depressing that we can't pull through. And I mean, I think you tempted fate. You said the worst that could possibly happen was a game 5 win, which means that I think that because you said that, right?
This is... We are in a precarious position as casters almost always, because it's very easy for us to talk about what we predict will happen. It's fun to talk about, add some suspense, and maybe we can cash in our 2 cents of like, yeah, this was my prediction, I set this up. I said worst case for a reason, and Godalion said, you know what, bet. We're going to get out to a 2-0 lead, and then we're going to throw a couple of late leads, and then win in game number 5. And look, that's exactly what they're doing. Come on, opening goal off the kickoff, and if there's any start you want to see in the game 5, this is it.
That's exactly what you want to see. A great pass from Dyer. Able to get it past a couple, get a bump, allowing a free shot for Khan. And 12 seconds in, Godalions already scoring. They're making sure that they're not going to showcase any any momentum swing. They're not allowing Boy the Gang to run away with anything, even though they had 2 late goals at the end there. They want to show up. They want to play full 100% of this game. You know that Jay just had a reverse sweep shut down last series, and Sap will carry it through. Oh wow, what a goal to put them up too. Gets it over a couple, and no one's
Jeez.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah, honestly,
Sap stole it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was just gonna correct you, Sap. I'm sure they're laughing. They're having good time in comms, but for Khan's highlight reel, that should not have been touched. That was a gorgeous goal from end to end, and Sap ruining it in the replay by getting the little tap in. But hey, maybe he was concerned something would save it at the last second. Like Link teleport immaculately appear in front of where that ball was going in. But Godalions, they have seemingly locked in a 2-0 lead, hoping to make a 3. That demo in this booming clear is going to help, though. Diving attempt there by Dyer is enough to send it wide of the goal.
Yeah, and already picking up his 3rd save of the game, so he's been a stellar on the defensive end. Game 5 on, he's looking to get something going, passes it over. Great job on the defensive end. You can find each other. Their chemistry is really showing up in Game 5. They're looking to put a 3rd one on Khan. Oh, it's a pinch all the way back down. We know they've gotten caught off guard by those types of pitches. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite them. Game 5 as Dyer collects it, gets it past 1, tries to get it past a couple, but Luzerl collects it and tries to get something going. The offense for Boy the Gang has not really shown up this time.
Yeah, and that's, all that matters at the end of the day is that we have a 2, now 3 goal lead. That's Saf, just good recovery. Look at, if that was me, I'm turning. He jumps off the wall and turns in midair from a quick recovery, grabs that full boost, takes advantage of the open net before it comes past Godalions. Controlling lead here in game number 5. They have woken up from their slumber and are saying, hey, maybe we misplayed a little bit in games 3 and 4, but we're here to play. We're here to make sure our day 2 run continues. We deserve a full stage spot. And we're just gonna add insult to injury. Look at this double tap by Saf here, Pac-Man. That's salt in the wound.
Yeah, just beats out both. And then someone also has demoed. Oh my gosh, absolutely incredible. 4-0. There's still half of a game left. Boy, the gang. I think they thought it was a 4-game streak. Hey, not shown up for game number 5. And it really feels like we're going to see another reverse sweep denial today. Unfortunately, the first one happened, but I'm very happy to see if this one goes through. So hopefully you deny the reverse sweep.
And this would be like a generational fumble if 4 goals were conceded in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And here's when the edit's going to come through of the black and white flashback, and we'll fast forward 2 minutes and 15 seconds, somehow it's 6-5 Boy the Gang. Instead, though, Con giving me a little bit of reassurance that won't happen. That 4-goal lead extends to 5. That at this point is a runaway train. Boy the Gang have hardly even looked at the orange half. What we're looking at right now might be the most extended stay they've had in the Godalions one half of the field.
Yeah, I'm a little confused as to why Godalions haven't played like this every game.
For real? Where was this?
I guess they wanted more stream content, and they're trying to put a third one. He's clipping.
Oh my!
cancel.
Oh!
Oh, I almost went through. Ancient House steals his clip away from him, but unfortunately for Boy the Gang, Dave's not. I guess they're trying to save their ego right now. Just not making sure they don't get clipped on. A win is going to quite happen. Here's a chance, and that's a little spent. Been a little high. Just over a minute left. 5 goals is. It would require. It would be. Yeah, you said yourself. Generation stroke, and I don't.
Here's flashback number 2 of us setting up Godalions for failure. I mean, a minute left.
That would be really hard.
It would have to be a goal every 10 seconds, basically.
They all left.
And they have all left. Boy the Gang have given up. We heard the noise of people leaving the party. It is going to be 6-0 Godalions. There's nobody on the blue side of the overlay. You know what, Boy the Gang? It is streamed, but this.
I understand. We understand.
All 3 of them have hot takes. Right?
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
I'm sure they had to go and start hitting.
Well, naturally. I mean, as you all know, I don't know what time it is for them because they live different time zones, but it's 7 minutes till the hour, right? So they clearly have dates in 7 minutes. They probably should have made sure to lose a little earlier.
They lost game 3.
But I mean, it still worked out for them. They did not win game number 5, and Godalions did. So we're looking good heading into the next game.
Does this ball get there in time? We see the observing from Hazza. No, it's actually going to ricochet off Saf, and none other than the brilliant observer Hazza to take us away. Godalions win game 5, putting up more goals than had scored at any other point today. It does seem like their food. I don't think that's actually what happened. They did not intentionally sell games 3 and 4, but man, they made game 5 look incredibly easy, given how tense that series was before that point.
Yeah, it really felt like games 2 and 5 were different series. They had a great game 2 and 5, but the other 3 games seemed a little scuffed. Not as solid as those 2 games. Luckily, we did end up winning game 1, so it didn't matter. We got the 3 games. We got the best of 5 win. We're going to the next round, but I really hope we don't play like that going into our next match.
Nope. Speaking of next match, they're already there waiting for us. It is GVD Dabby. I'll have to connect that, but I do know a couple of these players in Glyphy and Vady waiting for us. It should be a very great series in losers round 4, a tough one at that. So we will get that lobby set up and be ready on the other side of this incredibly brief.
So far gone.
I hope you got everything done that you needed to. I told you it was going to be a quick break. We're back on the other side. We are getting ready to go against GBD, a very quality roster. They are seed number 13. Clifty in the first open was on the team alongside Scrubkilla and Force. So here they are taking the pit for game number 1 against Godalions. And I'm just going to say this once here, Pac-Man. The trend of not coming up with an actual team name and naming your team after the first 3 letters of all your team members' names is so overdone and played out and obnoxious that I just don't want to see it.
I agree. I agree. I think it was like RJM in Rivals that did it first, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's a great idea. We don't want to come up with anything." Exactly what we have done. And hopefully, the great team name of Godalions does prove to be a better strategy at coming up with team names. Maybe they'll change the trends here. Already, Jai are trying to get something going here. But they are a very strong team. Clifty actually himself made actually one match away from top 16 last regional, but they couldn't quite turn it up. And then he was kicked because reasons. So now he's with 2 other teammates, Dabby and Beatty, I believe, and they are a strong squad, but definitely not as, let's say, I don't think 13 seed was necessarily the correct seed for them, as they did drop their first matchup. Oh, wow, a top pin shot, Dabby, cutting me up real quick.
Yeah, he's saying the 13 seed, not good enough. Well, watch this. We're just going to go ahead and slot this one perfectly. Saf, I mean, I don't know if there's anything else he can do there. He's covering the entire top of the net as fast as they can from that full boost grabbed in the corner. And it's just a better play shot that Saf cannot catch up to. So, it'll be GVD on the board first, and maybe they aren't deserving of that 13 seed, but as it stands right now, they are in the lead. I believe Arrogant, our first series of the day, was seed number 15, something around that range. So, if you enjoyed that series, which I'm sure everybody did, it ended up in a loss, but it's a thrilling Game 5 overtime series. You can expect more of the same here.
Yeah, and I mean this squad. Hopefully, we are able to take them down. Obviously, I don't know if we're expected to or not, but we do have the opportunity to, and we got to capitalize on that opportunity. And right here, staff trying to get something going offensively. Haven't been great in the first 2 minutes, but defensively we've been fine. Only one goal allowed, and Godalions pass over. Oh, intercepted by Vady. That's a little bit of error, but still, Fire trying to make sure nothing quite. But they need to get something going on offense. I feel like we say that at the start of every series so far. Their offense has not been where it needs to be. Gyre trying to fix that early. Khan, no boost, no problem.
No.
Oh, it is a problem.
Oh, no.
Able to hurdle him. That bump almost perfect, but couldn't quite find a great save for Staff. Lifty, slow shot, looking for the dunk. Another save from Gyre. Wow, incredible way to get that out of here. Still though, chances for GVG finally. Khan gets it clear. Absolutely incredible defensive plays from Godalions.
I don't know why, but oh no, it is a problem. It's such a hilarious call to me. It's not a problem. Oh no, wait, it is a problem. Yeah, Godalions survive literally on their goal line for about 20 seconds there, but GVD don't come away with their second insurance goal, and so Godalions back to hunting for this equalizer. Heavy. Standing in the way of that for the time being. Pawn, that's a very haphazard committal from way deep in his own half. It's optimistic at best. I don't think he came remotely close to that ball as Dabby gets the flip reset, uses it to take a good 50, then tries to force it on, but now here's Khan, a 1v1 against Clifty, goes under, Dabby helps along forward, Gyre can't play it through, neither can Saf, but now it's going to be 1v1 back the other direction. Dabby leaving it for Fady as they're the one with boost. Khan bumps them off, and both teams gonna enter their own respective halves, catch a breath, and look to go again.
They had a great opportunity there, weren't able to quite put it through. They've had a couple of those. Still, with a minute left, they can build more opportunities, but it is on their own half. A demo as well. Dabby cannot get a challenge. That gets past two. Vady goes up very early as a third man, but it works out for them so far, at least, as Dabby now trying to get something going. That's a good touch. Dabby looking for a challenge. No, can't quite do so. 40 seconds, still on the orange half. This is great for GVD, bad for us, as that's a double. Great dive save from Saf, the only one with no boost. We have a chance to counterattack. Everyone boost it up. This is our opportunity. Gets it past a couple. A chance. Glifty off the post. It's through. Khan ties up the game.
I thought that was gonna go in off of Gyre, but the Glifty just enough of it to hit the post, and Khan, along with Vady, just enough to force its way in. You were 100% right in calling out that this was their chance. A high boost totals across the entire team in a transitional play. You need to capitalize on those. They do just that, but don't concede in the late seconds of this game. Good 50 by Saf. It's actually going to be dangerous on the back end. Gyre, that demo will slow things down drastically, as now he'll look to respawn after that demo just by some time. Gets a dunk, actually, so maybe this turns into something for Saf. It's a booming clear that will flip the side of the pitch that we are playing on, and that ball in turn going to hit the ground. We're in overtime in game number one.
Game number one, first overtime since Arrogance, and that's a backflip. Khan trying to be patient, not allow an early turnover on possession, but still does end up doing so as Vady over Glifty has it. They have to be able to get something out of here. A great late goal, so good opportunity. That's a great challenge. Saf gets it all the way down to the blue half, and Gyre Gets it up, trying to look for a solo play. Fakes out one, gets it past, it's pinched! Oh, Glyfty gets the save. It's a pass over a double commit. Godalions overtime has looked very strong early, but they gotta figure out a way to get it through.
Yeah, while you were covering that, new team name for GVD. Uh-oh, wait, hold on. Never mind. What's going on? I'm so concerned. Saf has to cover for Gyre after missing that ball. Had 0 boost. Now Gyre off the ceiling again gets the smallest bit of contact, what sends that ball, fortunately, to the corner. Good challenge there by Saf. New team name for GVD. Name yourself... guys, I just want to share the team name. Quit it.
Just wait till... Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh!
Save.
Two players combined for the save. Con, I'll wait for after the game because this overtime... way too hype right now. Sav can't connect there on the corner. Glyfty, it's a moon flick all the way to the ceiling and back down. Davey, he's dipsy doodling with this one along that corner. Gyre, it's a pass looking for Khan. It might be too far out in front of him though, and that means this ball can be set back the other direction. Saf trying to collect. Vady along the sidewall. That one, oh, what a good challenge there by Khan. Vady, 0 boost, has to do what they can. Saf has to use the rear end of his car to push that one along the corner. What a booming clear, but Davey is somehow there perfectly to handle it. Saf playing it around. That's a good 50 against 2 people, and finally, it's our first laps here in overtime where I can hand off to you, Pac-Man.
Oh my gosh, thank you, and hopefully it works out well. Saf already up. Vady trying to get a clear. That is going to be a clear from Dabby. Khan should be able to corral this. Make sure nothing quite comes of it. Gyre cannot get a pass, but it's a good challenge right to Khan. Khan trying to get a solo play going. 2 commit. Saf has an opportunity. He's going to take it up in the air. There's only 1 to beat. He gets it past them. Oh, there's someone on the backboard. Maybe able to get back in time. That clear is a little dangerous, but Khan able to collect on the back line. Vady, a good dunk, though. Nobody up on GVD. 2.5 minutes have already gone by. We're playing an extra game almost. Gyre looking to end it. Wow, what a flip reset. Gets it past 2 Godalions. Take game number 1.
Dude, that was so pretty. A thing of beauty. The timing, the pace, the velocity. A gorgeous, immaculate goal from Gyre that will seal the deal. Godalions, a very great game 1 win against a talented roster on the other side, and this is just going to be more of the same. I think we're going to see throughout the entirety of the series. I can finally share what I think this team should be named. All of them. Dabby, Vady, Glyfty, they all have E at the end, like there's some 6-year-old naming like their new stuffed animal. Just name yourself like Y is also a vowel. Name yourselves Plushie. There's something there. There's
gotta be something there. There's gotta be something
that is better than GVD, because GVD, it's quite literally the bare minimum. The bar is so low.
You might as well name yourself Nameless or like No Name. I know that's a theme in Saudi. That's a theme in, I think, I want to say it's Mina is where there's a couple of those teams. But I mean, like, or you could just come up with any noun.
Yeah, any adjective, any noun as a placeholder. It's more entertaining. It gives you more brand value as you're looking for an org. These are my 2 cents. I hate the acronym names, but hey, GVD, regardless of what your name is, it was a quality game number 1. It ended in an OT victory for Godalions, although this start, I thought it was going to turn into an opportunity, but that pinch way north of the crossbar to turn into anything threatening.
Yeah, and I mean, already off of that overtime, we're still striking. Gyre's there. I think there might have been a little bit of a whiff there on the back line. Saf pops it up. A great challenge from Khan, and Glyfty not able to corral it, allowing a goal to come in early. Godalions very strong, opening up, trying to continue their threat that they had at the end of overtime.
Yeah, it's I'm sorry. I'm watching the Twitch chat right now. Going on regarding my name. I will explain the story. I get it. If you want to call me out for being hypocritical, you can. Oh my! This ball ping pongs back and forth, ends up being into the GVD half. Vady Pushing this one along. Saf gets on the opposite end of that ball. It's a really good touch. Oh my, that was a bit dangerous, but Jair ends up getting the ball and a demo. Plays low around Davey. Glyfty coming up off of that demo respawn will collect this ball as it's spiraling down towards him. Con looking at Davey in the reflection of the proverbial mirror of both of them climbing the ladder. It is going to be forced along by Kong. He bumps Glyfty. It's an opportunity. It's off the crossbar. Second attempt. Saf will bury it.
What a challenge here from Jair. Khan gets it middle. Jair just dunks out the clear. Gets it off the crossbar. Saf open net. Not going to miss that. It is 2-0. Godalions have kept their pace up from game number 1. GVD seems to have kind of faltered. And that's the difference between these two squads right now. Game number 2 might be running away. Oh, that's going to be a great opportunity, and fire me or something. I don't know.
How many times this call have you said something and then instantly said, "Get rid of me, I need to stop talking"? That's the...
And it's at least 3. It's at least 3 at this point.
I was gonna put it at 4 or 5. The Godalions the Twitch channel has called you out and just said, "Pac-Man, please." I was asked to take Pac-Man back because you're casting cursing too many times. And while we've been bantering and yapping about what's going on, GVD, another one off the kickoff. Dabby beats 2 with 1 touch and leads to an open net for Glyfty to bury.
Yeah, we sure did run away with this game too, didn't we? Oh, yeah. Great casting by me, but I mean, there's still plenty of time. There's still plenty of time. Over 3 minutes left. 2-2. Very high scoring game number 2. Jair trying to get something. Khan pops it over, and Dabby will try to corral it, try to keep this momentum that they've built up. Khan making sure it's not going to be too threatening. Oh, what a dunk! That's it! What? Jair, how is that possible?
That is exactly the type of goal we need to get momentum back in our favor. Jair, you see the adjustment by his car. He's at a certain point, he's not reading the ball. He's reading the touch coming through. He perfectly elevates his car to get it perpendicular to the grounds to cover as much area as possible. Gets the perfect read, and those small micro mechanical adjustments in mid-air means Godalions come away with their victory re-garnered and in their pocket. Saf looking to help out here. Glyfty, that's not a great touch. Khan's able to take over with enough boost to generate a little bit of play, but the first touch a bit too heavy. Ball gets too far away from him. Saf. Gonna watch this one go in. Nobody makes contact, and Khan just uncontested entirely. Saf hits this, and nobody, not him, not Vady. It has to be Khan making contact, and it's an open net to shoot at. We love those.
Yeah, I mean, a great shot. I don't want to say anything, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to say a thing. Saf looking, get it over to Khan, trying to get a 3-goal lead, a 5th goal. Already 4 in 3 minutes. Very high scoring game so far here in game number 2. Khan has to collect. Way to be patient. Gets it. Oh, can't get it past Glyfty, but it's up, popped up. Jair has one. Vady finally going to be able to clear it away. Looking to get this lead back down to 1. Oh, a shot! Khan gets it past and saved away. And it's now Vady's turn. They're trying to strike. They're not able to find it. Khan now. Offense. Backboard. Glyfty able to save it away. No follow-up, but still. Great job being able to switch any type of possession, get a counterattack, and then start working on wasting time, maybe getting a 3rd goal. Very well played. We get Godalions here. That's pinched in. Oh, Vady able to save it just in time.
This will be a 4-2 lead for Godalions, and they haven't exited GVD's half in a while. Although I saw what a jumping save by Jair. Good reaction time to get there in time. At this point, they have the 2-goal lead. They just need to let the clock tick out. This is going to help Khan. Really good position for that clear. Buys enough time for Saf to get in position to then immediately take over. He beats 2 on that double command. It turns into an opportunity here. Oh my gosh. I've gotten so much air. Just say, I was gonna go off the crossbar that I'm like choking on my own saliva right now. I was so ready for that to go in and for me to yell, but it's off the crossbar. Let him back out. Take it over back to that and drink some water.
Well, as that happens, oh no, Clifty! He's gotten a goal. A little bit of an overcommit. It seemed like Khan went up. Saf also pushed up a little too far. Clifty notices it, puts it behind him, gets the third goal. They're still down 1 though. They have to figure out a way to score late. Godalions just need to hold on. A little over 30 seconds, time wasting. Can do it since Vady trying to make sure that doesn't happen. They get it past 1. Can he get it past another? He can. Oh, that's a dunk. There's no one there to finish a shot, though. Limited boost on the DVD squad, so not threatening quite yet. 15 seconds. Gyre trying to put the nail in the coffin. Fakes it past 1. Can he get the dunk? He can. Is there a follow-up shot? Saf up. Can he reach it? No, he can't. Still on the wrong side of the wrong side of the field for DVD to pass it. Oh, that's going to go down. There's no one there. 0 seconds. Godalions go up 2-0.
I was very concerned for a second there when that third goal went in because we've seen a couple of times already tonight where those shots, like, we've lost leads at the very tail end of these games. And I was like, maybe this is another one. But we do hold on late and come away with the 4-3 win, and we are poised right now to book our ticket further into the losers bracket. The team has played well, and as a result have earned themselves multiple shots at closing this series, and throughout 2 games they've looked like the better roster. So I don't expect it to take too long. You just gotta keep on doing what they have been, keep on keeping on, and we can go from there. This roster for Godalions looks good, and we've seen them continuously get more and more on top of their game. We saw that game number 2, they had the pressure and the possession for almost the entirety of the game, which can't be said about game 1.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we played very well. We did let in a couple of goals. It was just based on overcommitting. Our pace is why we let in their goals, but it's also why we're scoring a lot of goals. 4-3 is a win, and everyone's going to take that. I'm hoping that we don't see what's happened the past couple games where team goes up 2-0 and then it goes to 5, because that would be a little annoying again to have to go to a game 5. But I mean, they're going to try to close it out early. Oh, Saf! Oh, what a wonderful read. It is cleared away, but that would have gone in if it wasn't for the defense there. As now Clifty trying to build a counter attack. A chance. Dabby pops it up for his teammate. Vady has a chance. This would be incredible. It's saved away by Khan. Great save. Another shot off the squishy to go. Sav is the one that collects it, gets the clear, gets a dunk. Incredible defensive performance. Makes sure nothing goes in quite yet. A demo on the back line. Interesting decision. Allows Khan to clear it away. Clifty now low boost, but he's got to bang all the way back to the orange ends. Khan now, he's going to collect. They're trying to get situated, trying to get some shots going, get the possession. Staff, middle, it might be open. No, he's passed back. That's a shot. Is that through? No. Dabby with an incredible save, but still great gameplay on Godalions to try to find each other to get this offense going.
And it's the good selfless play too. I mean, they very well could have taken a shot there, but recognizing that Saf had the better angle, it would have been a better shot with even more pace behind it. And opting to take that pass as opposed to trying for the goal yourself. That shows you that this Godalions roster trusts their teammates. They're playing confidently. They want to win more so than they want their individual stats to look good. Saf, good 50 onto the top of Clifty. This one off the sidewall. Vady trying to play it past Gyre. It's a good 50, and Khan immediately there to swoop in and take over, come to the rescue. Won't get bent out of shape from that one. Dabby infield pass for Vady. It's a good connection. And the more, I'm like in my own head now every time I'm calling out GVD's names. And every time I hit it with E, I just feel very goofy saying it. Clifty, Vady, Dabby. Oh my, it is their names. We gotta give them respect. I mean, my IRL name is Henry, so I'm not like that far off from what they got going on here. So, maybe I'm one and the same, but we're reaching the halfway point in this game. There's been a couple opportunities on either side, but nobody able to break through yet and find the back of the net. At some point, it will happen because we need a winner in this game. Gyre into their own corner, going to grab the full boost and look to break out.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it on his head. Glyfty over him. Dabby has to make a leaping save. He will, but still had 3 bite on that solo play. It might allow them to get something going, but it is cleared away as Gyre is now just going to try to do it again, it seems. He's looking for Sap. Glyfty there to challenge, though. That clear over. A chance. Dabby takes it away. Khan still on the ball. Shot, is it saved? Yes, Beatty gets it past one. Saf keeps it in the blue half, which is fortunate for their offensive. It bumped. Oh, Khan could not find it. A great play to get the net cleared, but unfortunately, the shot not on target, and now maybe an overcommit, maybe a mistake. Beatty has a chance, has a flip, taken away by Jair.
Khan. Quick repossession touch, and he's there swiftly for his get back. Oh my, Beatty! Threading the needle. That was a really good angle that we saw of the shot at the tail end there. There's 3 cars causing some sort of traffic. It's past Jair, it's around Saf, and Dabby doesn't get in the way. So GVD, a go-ahead goal after 3.5 minutes in this game, and Godalions now. We've seen them come back from this before. They haven't had to do it in this series, but they'll be tasked with coming back, and there it is immediately. Khan, a double tap. It's a missed touch on the backboard for GVD, and Godalions, they'll pounce on that mistake.
Yeah, as soon as Dabby missed that, I was very confident Khan was going to be able to find it. It seems like if any team makes a mistake against the Godalion squads, it's over. They're going to get scored on. It really seems like capitalizing on mistakes is such a strong suit for these 3 players. And again, right there, we see it tying up this game. Game 3. If they win this, they go on to the next one. I believe I don't remember who it's against, but they do have a match almost immediately. So hopefully we can get it through, but still a minute left. It's still tied. There's still plenty of opportunity for GVD to get back in this series. That's pinched way wide of the net, but still that shot. Oh wow, what a pass. Dabby, beautiful hits. Glyfty able to get the lead going.
Yeah, it's not an ideal goal by any means, but the last time this happened, we scored within like 13 seconds. So come on, guys, kick off something. Get us back in this. Get some momentum going. We don't want to tempt fate with the game 4. This is a good setup for Khan. Flip reset. He has it. Actually, maybe he didn't have it. Dabby was able to swoop in and get it, and that flip reset wasn't used for them.
Oh wow.
I'm shocked that one went in, to be honest, with the netminder there and the angle of that ball. I didn't think it'd get underneath the crossbar, but what a well-poised touch by Beatty.
Yeah, perfect placement. You can't really save that, unfortunately, and that's going to give GVD a 3-1 lead. A kickoff goal will cut it in half if they can get it past Glyfty. A chance. Oh, Saf not in the correct position. He had to be perfect, and unfortunately, just a little bit too to the right. And now 30 seconds left. For some reason, GVD is all just pushed up. They're trying to score again. They don't really need to. Jair finding his teammate. A shot. No, it's off the backboard. The follow-up does not quite come through. Saf no boost has to play back. That might waste enough time. I don't know if it's possible to get it past, and especially with that. Oh, Beatty almost with a nice goal to seal the deal. But even though it doesn't find its way through, that does seal the deal. Game number 3 falls to GVD, and Godalions, they played well, but not well enough to get the sweep, but they still got 2 more opportunities to get this done.
Yeah, there were a couple good looks that we had on net there that really just never found their way into the back, and what I'm curious about more than anything, I think it's just our defense that was not there. The shots basically equal 8 to 7. It's just the efficiency coming out. A lot of those goals felt like transition plays. They were well-placed shots. So we're looking for a bounce back in game number 4. Godalions have gone down this route. They don't want to be here. They've experienced both sides of it, Pacman. They've gone down 2-0 and come back and forced a game 5, lost in overtime. They have gone up 2-0, lost games 3 and 4, and then sealed the deal in game number 5. I mean, for the sake of my heart, Jair, Safix, and Khan, I know that if you guys are hearing me, win in game 4, please.
Yes, please. I would love if that could happen. That would be wonderful. Win in game 4, not have us go to another game 5. Our voices are not going to forgive you if you go to another game 5.
True.
It's too much talking. I mean, we both love talking, but it's a lot of talking, especially if you do it another 2 games and a 2 series after this one, because there's still 2 more series to go after this if we could pull it out, and I think we will. Godalions looking strong, trying to get this done in 4. A good demo. Saf, a great challenge. Vady, no boost. Is JR fast enough? Glifty with a respawn, able to get back in time, and counterattack chance. Oh, that's a shot. No, it's actually going to be taken to the corner. I thought a shot was going to come out there, but luckily for us, nothing quite yet. Vady bumped, no shot. That is a shot, and it goes through. The goalie could not read where Dabby was putting it, and early GVD takes the opening lead.
Yeah, not a great start by any means. A couple of rifled shots, some ricochet touches, and GVD on the board early. Usually the kickoffs are in our favor. That one was not, however. This one is, though. Maybe Saf can get there. No, Glifty already there waiting with full boost. Gyre takes off from the sidewall. Had much further distance to cover than the GVD team member did, and he didn't get there. Saf over the top of one. Has another touch. Has no help, though. The Con is the close, and he's already at the midfield. Takes a couple 50s. Well, Gyre actually, it's a what? Wait. That was so weird. I think both players took off from GVD and were reading Gyre, so when he ran out of boost, they both got faked out, and he was able to turn that into a shot, just not enough pace behind it due to the lack of boost to get that one in. Godalions, good looks early here after conceding that initial goal, but they have not found the goal yet. Maybe this is it. Gyre, drop down off the backboard. Saf, trying to go for it all, hits the crossbar, and that one kept away. GVD maintaining their 1-goal lead.
Yeah, almost a great play. Would have been incredible if we could find it through. Gyre still trying to get something going. Saf, again, the center is denied, and Dabby with a great clear away. Vady, no boost, so he's not going to be able to get much. I was wrong. And he does get it past a couple, but still a good opportunity for Godalions. That's going to waterfall down. Dabby cannot read it. Oh, crossbar in. Gyre ties up the game.
There was part of me that for a second thought Gyre shot that over the crossbar on that redirect. I started to freak out, but it goes off the crossbar and back in. There was maybe 99.3% of shots that he could have taken that would have gone in. And I thought he somehow hit the 0.7 chance to send that back the opposite direction. But Godalions, great work to get that equalizer. They have been in the driving seat for the greater part of a minute and a half since that opening goal. Now getting tried defensively for the first time in a second. This one dropped down and then popped back up. Gyre trying to get past Dabby, and this is a bit spooky. Saf on an island does well to meet that at the point of contact at the first defender, though that pinch from Vady doesn't have the momentum they were hoping for. So now Con, uncontested, all the boost in the world. It's a ceiling flip reset flick. Dabby only can get the softest of touches, but Glifty will take over and not find that clear, opting to drop it and leave it for Vady, and Con handling that one on the back wall. It'll be a stalwart defense from them, planting the flag, saying, hey, this is our home. Don't come near it. Gyre booming clear. Saf redirect. Maybe has Con as well. Goes for the net. And Godalions hoping to set up some sort of extended pressure, but GVD happy to clear it away.
Yeah, they do clear it away, and it's Saf. He's alone, but he has possession. He's getting it past one. Glifty actually intercepted an infield pass attempt, but Con, he's going to try to catch it, get to the goal. Oh, Glifty's able to recover in time and gets the clear away, but still threatening. Con shut down Glifty again on the defensive end. Very strong. And this time it's Con trying to get it away. Pass it to a teammate, possibly, but Vady, first person there. Saf, low on boost, still from the ceiling, has a flip. Can't get it down, but Glifty clears it all the way back to the orange half. Gets it past another one. Gyre, little awkward. That 50. Oh, a bump from Con is the only reason why there's no shot there. Incredible bump on the defensive end. The awareness is perfect, and a double commit might make it worthless. Con, another great touch to keep this game tied.
On the stalwart third man defensively, Saf and Gyre just not on the same page there. Saf gets one more touch. Gyre was waiting with full boost, going to meet it, but that touch too far out in front of him for him to catch up to. Saf Really good 50, good cut as well. Gets bumped off, but now Glyph has to take over on 0 boost, and Khan uses his car as essentially a T, takes that right off of him with a little bit of a golf swing. Saf towards the sidewall. Oh, that's such a crucial miss from Dabby. Forces his teammate to come in and use their tank of boost. This clock continuing to tick down, and as my fellow co-caster Pac-Man put it way earlier in the broadcast, we're in silver gold territory as Saf looking to connect there. Khan, good first touch, great possession. Can't necessarily do a whole lot with it, but he does buy some time. Enables Jair and Saf to go ahead and regroup with some boost, and here Saf is with that full tank in tow. One touch, two touches, a pass to Khan! And look at the shot selection, it's top left, and Godalions 23 seconds, it's a 2-1 lead.
The pass is perfect. Saf drops it right where Khan wants it, and Khan, top left, upper 90, takes the lead. 23 seconds left to get to the next round. Saf trying to solidify it with an extra goal, but still GVD has an opportunity. We know that they can score in a flash, but this is a chance to put the game away. Glyfty now, he's going to clear it up to a teammate. It is Vady. He leaves it for Dabby, off target. Jair has the ball, flicks it over one. It's in the air. They have the score here. Dabby can't. Orange Godalions wins in game number 4, and we're going to the next round.
There was that one shot that forced a quick little opera sing out from me, but the very huge series win overall here for Godalions. They looked like the better team throughout the entire series. Even the one game they lost still looked like, in a lot of points in that game, they were the better roster. And our lower bracket run will continue. We'll drop the 13th seeded team out of open number 2 and head forward to lowers round 5, who we have been already notified. The team waiting for us is going to be Meeble. I don't recognize any names here. Do you have the seed by chance, Pac-Man, on what we're looking at? It is TMS, Clap, and Kekaz.
That is the 37th seed.
There you go. So around the same range that we are at, every game from here on out is going to be a tough one. There will be a lot to take care of. We will go ahead and dish it over to a quick break to give Pac-Man and I a quick bit to rest. Go ahead and grab a snack, because this next one should be a thriller of a series.
Feel me in the darkness. My shadows, they follow you like an accomplice. Lost all of your dreams, the night is heartless. My shadows, they follow you. My shadows, they follow you in the darkness.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you got enough snacks to share with me because I'm quite hungry right now. We are back with the Godalions team stream, a very short break. We're instantly getting underway here in our game against Mi Bole. I'm assuming, I don't speak Italian, but in our break I learned that this roster was Italian. So I'm going to add the "lei" at the end of their name because that's how I assume it would be pronounced. If anybody can correct me, please do so. We are currently top 64. Win this and we become top 48. Win that next one, we become top 32 and qualify into the Swiss stage. But for now, all we have to worry about is this Mibule roster in front of us. TMS, K, and Kekaz, and Pacman. 30 seconds. It's typical game one shenanigans. Both teams filling each other out. Neither one looking to really press the advantage, but looking for possession.
Yeah, and you're usually going to see that. And right there, that's a double commit. Oh, everyone is gone on the side of Mibole. And they're going to back pass it to their back wall. A little bit of an interesting strategy on the offensive end, but it does give us possession. As Jair trying to get something early. He has no boost, but he's waiting for him to make a move, and that's going to get past a couple. It really seems like Mibole may be a little cold going into this game, as they have been waiting for plenty of time. Their game ended about when our second game started, so they've been waiting for plenty of time, waiting to see who they placed. It is us, and now they're trying to get another step through. Khan takes it down one, and now it's Saf's turn to try to get something going. Something sparked on the offensive end for one of these two teams. Sav a challenge. It's Jair, low boost. That's going to give up possession as K will try to take it up the wall, leave it for Kekaz. Kekaz fakes it out. They're keeping it low, it seems. They're not going for solo plays as much, trying to make sure that they have free lanes as opposed to getting pre-jumped. So hopefully we'll be able to take advantage. That's a back pass. Oh no, TMS intercepts it, and Mibole gets the opening goal.
Yeah, it's a present that is wrapped wonderfully for TMS. Jair, I mean, look, you have to give him credit. It's a fantastic pass. It just is to the wrong team. It's an unforced error that Mibole will capitalize on, and maybe could lead to a second here as Saf was isolated for a second. Kekaz. On to Saf. Saf, good challenge. Has a pinch. Oh, I thought he was going for the net. Initially find the angle. Got too vertical on that ball. Need a little bit more of an edge. TMS. Push forward. Saf, good challenge. And Clap taking over on that side ball. Khan playing us one pass. And the notion here is that Clap's trying to play this forward. Get this one in. Saf. Very solid save, but Godalions, we've been stuck in our own half for way too long now. The offensive persisting from Mibole. The boost numbers dwindling. Saf looking for Khan. Saf finally has some form of boost. Jair does as well. Maybe this can turn into a clear for them. Jair collecting that full boost and has enough space. We will survive that pressure.
Yeah, we get it past, get it through, and now we have to see if we can turn it into offense. But instead, a shot with all three Mibole players in the net. That's not when you want to take the shots, as it does get saved. And now we're back on our own end again. And it seems like more of a start of the arrogant game. If you think back all then, we were on the defensive end a ton. You got to figure out a way to get the offense reactivated. Khan shot is a little high, and no one's there to follow it up. Jair. Now here, he's waiting. He's trying to get out to a teammate. Khan, great touch initially, but Kekaz has the clear. It's Saf's turn. He's going to try to get something going here. He cannot beat past one, but Jair can. He's so good on the solo plays. No more boost. Has a fake out. Passes it over. Is there someone there? There is, but it's on the Mibole squad with 1 minute left to go. There's a chance. Backboard. Is there a finishing touch? It's lofted, but saved away by Kekaz.
On. Still looking for that opener. Still trying to generate some sort of play. Put the team on their back. Saf. One touch. Has help from Jair, but played even further in by TMS. Jair now opts to play it slow from the sidewall.
Oh, no.
No, but it's a perfect read by TMS. That shot attempt off the crossbar and back out. Godalions using Kekaz for the clear, bumping them into that ball. Khan demoed for those efforts. TMS won't be bumped off the ball. Gyre then going to swoop in and look to take over. It's a little doink touch that remains stuck here on the sidewall. It's almost like it's glued. Finally, it comes across. Kekaz gets the save. TMS breakout pass to Kekaz. And Godalions pleading with themselves now, pleading with the opposition. Let this one go in. K chasing it down. Gyre bumps him forward. It could turn to an opportunity. Saf shot on. Kekaz gets the save. It's off the ramp and still up, but Gyre can't read it. It'll hit the turf. And Mibole, all it took was one. And that one goal, let me remind everybody at home as well as you, Pac-Man, that one goal given by a pass from Gyre that turned into just a redirect. If that doesn't happen, I think we're playing an OT right now.
I would have to agree. It really felt like that back pass was just a big mistake. Allowed Mibole to score. And, I mean, we're seeing it on replay right now. It's just unfortunate. And you see it happen. You get annoyed. But at the same time, it really means that you're in this series. There's no demoralization. It's a different type of demoralization, I guess. You know you had it. You know you had the chance to control your own destiny. You couldn't quite do it. But at the same time, this was not a domination. You know you can beat this team. And right here in game 2, that they're going to try to prove that. Demo on the kickoff does mean Mibole and Kekaz gets the opening possession, but shut down early. Still on the offense is Mibole as someone breaks a rule 1. I'm not going to blame it on us, even though I do think it was Khan.
I think it was
and
Khan,
a fake,
yeah.
A fake comes out as Khan trying to pass it over. Gyre has it off the backboard. The shot, it's just wide. The follow-up is saved away by Kekaz.
Ricochets off clap as well. TMS. Too much sauce. Too much. I'll come up with some better acronym than too much sauce. But there is a lot to do with that name in terms of calls. I'm sure I'll get to factor in something at some point. Gyre, good demo there. Opens up a lot of space. K has to sink in, but gets challenged by Saf. Khan, booming touch off the backboard. That's really well read by TMS, to be honest. And they land perfectly to catch that ball as well. So still looking for their first opener of this entire series, not just the game, are Godalions. And there's a lot at stake here. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
They're looking for it. They haven't been able to find it. This is an opportunity. But it seems like Mibole's defense has been extremely strong, making sure that anytime the net seems to have an opening, they close it immediately. It has to take a perfect shot, really, to beat the Mibole team so far. This is a chance. Gyre is blocked away. And Just K is able to clear it away as TMS. I do quite like too much sauce as an acronym for TMS, but still, they're playing on defense. They basically parked in their own half, but they're very strongly doing it, and it's not really having any open nets so far. TMS low boost. Gets the clear away to a teammate. Great play from Mibole to get it away, and K does end up clearing away, but I mean, it doesn't really get anywhere on the blue half. It's really just stuck in the orange half until something changes. Khan making that so, but a triple commit. Everyone's gone. Kekaz turns it around and doesn't get the open net. We're free. We're saved. It's still 0-0.
Yeah, getting away with murder there. They go buy a lottery ticket. That one definitely should have gone in. Kekaz just couldn't necessarily find the angle. What we're seeing more often than not from Godalions, they can break into the orange half, they can get that ball there, but they can't do anything with it. It'll enter the orange half, and then they'll lose possession, and they can't generate any real shots or opportunities. Maybe that's something that can be addressed here on this possession. Gyre looking for Khan. It will be TMS up in the air to intercept, climbing the ladder. Kekaz, good pinch on forward. Booming return from Gyre, says, hey, I don't want this. Return to sender. You don't have the right address. Saf. One touch and just pulling out the mind games. He has an empty Tinka boost against a full Tinka boost on the side of Clap. Gets rewarded for his play by grabbing that mid left, and Khan gonna grab the mid right. That means we're ahead in the boost, but that is not the touch that Khan wanted. And just like that, time and time again, these offensive have come to a very quick halt just off of missed opportunities, and that's one right there, as we still haven't tallied a shot in what feels like a very long time.
Yeah, it really feels like we have the ball, but it's the defense from Mibole is not even allowing us to get a shot. So we have to figure a way to get around them, get the possession when we're in their half instead of just giving it up. And right there, it's another occasion. We gave it up. Kay now has a chance to get it over everybody. The shot, the follow-up, no! Kekaz reads it off of Kay's incredible air dribble. Unfortunately, Khan not able to get it up, and no clear comes out. And Mibole take the lead late in game number 2.
More often than not, we just look awkward. There are times, like, we're in the play, but it's very disjointed. Oh, say that! No! Clap, last second save. I thought that would have been the equalizer. One that's much needed given the time frame and the current scoreline. Saf, off the back wall, can't get around Kekaz. Khan does chip it on forward, but no further than Clap. Gyre booming clear. He gets a lot of momentum behind that, but TMS is there to meet it. Has enough momentum. Clap just going to make sure it's buried, and that is a very crucial insurance goal. It closes the door drastically on what would have to be a very great comeback.
Yeah, it would have to be an amazing comeback. I mean, 9.5 minutes, no goals so far for Godalions, and right now they gotta figure out a way to get it going. There's a chance. Khan trying to push it through. It's good. Gyre gets the opening goal, and Godalions have life off of the kickoff. They get another one. They could definitely get the second time goal here. It really just depends on if the ball bounces their way.
Yeah, the very well-timed goal, just like Mibole's was, but Godalions able to cut that lead in half. Staff. That's a brutal 50, and they're awkward on the back. They're kind of tripping over each other. Kekaz somehow finds the ground to get this one out, so it'll have to be Godalions from their own half. That's a good start. Gyre just has to keep this possession going. Don't let them break out. Even if it's 0 seconds, you'll get there. Gyre. It's a bully touchdown. It's on!
Yes!
Oh, pace. TMS gets a piece of it, but not enough. And the comeback from Godalions. Oh my gosh. What a shot by Khan. The pre-flip off the sidewall. It's just enough. And we're destined for OT unless
something happens on this kickoff. Saf trying to get it to a teammate. It's gonna hit the ground. Overtime. Game number 2. We've stolen an opportunity away, and now it's time. Can we capitalize on it? The kickoff goes in the favor of them, but Saf with an incredible save over to Gyre. Gyre with a flip tries to get it past a couple, and Khan is the one there to collect. TMS over him. It's a chance. Saf, a double commit. Gyre, low boost, still trying to drop it down to a teammate. K beats out Khan, and that leaves our opportunity going to waste, but still, it's Saf now looking for a teammate. The synergy is there, but the defense is also by Mibole. Another double commit, but that doesn't get capitalized on. No one's there. The shot is actually going to be taken away. Khan is there first. Can't make contact. And that clear. Oh, Saf needs to get back. He can. The shot, that's actually a pass, but no one's there. Khan one-on-one has one to beat. He's demoed, and TMS is able to get it clear.
What is going on right now? It's like 4 or 5 different plays on the same sequence that go back and forth in just glorified 1v1s. It's Clap now, forcing a save out of Sap. TMS flip reset off the sidewall, gets it toward the backboard. It's a really difficult read. Khan does well, and Saf with momentum will push it even further along, be the shepherd for that ball, the chauffeur, if you will. Gyre opting for a touch up high on the sidewall. I think he was hoping to go back and get there, but TMS already lying in the weight. Saf takes a 50 on to K. This one straight up and down, and K a possession touch to keep that out of the hands of Khan. This one infield. TMS was looking for K, but K wanted the full boost instead. Gyre has one to beat, gets around him, gets another touch to play it past 2. Doesn't have any real help though. Backflips and all the mind games. TMS. What a crucial save. Is that going to go in? Don't tell me that's in. It's wide left. It's wide right. Thank gosh. I was worried that was going to go the length of the field off a pinch. We've had that happen to us a couple of times. 2 minutes into our extra frame of Rocket League, and neither one of these teams able to break our lock currently.
Yeah, and both teams, not for lack of trying, that's for sure. A little team bump actually gets the clear going. TMS does pop it up for K. K has an opportunity, but double tap. He's there. No. Oh no. Bole takes game number 2 off of a great play. And unfortunately, Khan not able to beat out the offender. And now we have to reverse sweep to stay alive in the lower bracket.
We're really beating ourselves more than anything. This team, we're sticking with them through thick and thin. But the issue that we're running into is that more often than not, when there needs to be some sort of mechanical play that happens, some sort of connection, some sort of just read, we're not making it. The first game, it was Gyre's pass to the other team. That was the only goal that was scored this entire time. We did a good job of coming back and getting into OT here in game number 2, but when Khan needs to make that read on the back ball and he can't connect, it's going to lead to danger each and every single time. We're at a level where consistency more than anything is what's needed in these games. So Godalions going down 2-0 in the series. We've been here before, though. We've seen it multiple times today by us and by other teams. There is room to grow, room to develop, and still plays to be made for Godalions. I don't think we've seen everything that this roster has to offer for the first or for the second open, but we need to get back on track. It needs to happen this game here, Pacman.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it isn't over until it is over, and there's still one more game that needs to be won by Bole. And we saw against Erica, we won game 3 and 4. We saw against boys, we lost games 3 and 4, but no matter what, we can win here. Bole trying to close it out in 3, but Godalions, they show up in the back half of the series so far, so it's time for them to get this going. Khan can't get anything, and it's going all the way back to our own half, but it's Gyre's ball as he gets it over one. A demo, a double commit, a chance. It's bouncing, it's wide open, and Gyre scores the ball.
What the? That's something out of, like, it's programmed. It's pre-played. Gyre gets the flip reset, positions his car so that the angle of his car it's going to get as much contact with the ball as possible. He wins a 50-50 against 2 members of the opposition's team. It bounces perfectly off the sidewall for him to just tap it in. So, Godalions, they need to take this one game at a time, but in this game number 3, that's exactly the start that they would want. Now, maintaining this and expanding on it is what we're now looking for. Saf looking to do just that. Gyre gets a demo onto Kickoffs. That means Khan uncontested here on the sidewall. He flips the wrong way, though. Wow. And this is, that's another opportunity that we're seeing they need to capitalize on, and they just don't. And it turns into this. These mechanical errors are devastating.
Yeah. I mean, that is so weird. I obviously misinput, just a mistake. Definitely got jitters, though, because you know you're on your last life, and that's going to cause mistakes. But at the same time, that is a mistake that you're not expecting anyone at this level of Rocket League to make. Staff, though, trying to get it right back to a lead, a save away, but Gyre, first one there. Can he read the shot? No, K does instead. Khan tries to pop it up for possibly a teammate as Tekhogs does get it past. Saf has a chance. Put it on the backboard. Double chance. Khan finishing. Saved away. A great save to keep this game deadlocked.
That's, you know, we couldn't find the play on the sidewall earlier, but getting the save there is what matters. Gyre, the very crucial touch. Otherwise, that would have been an open net to look at for Bole on the opposite end. The physicality is coming out in every single facet of this game right now. There's been a flurry of demos across every third of the arena. There's another one that's coming out onto Khan. TMS off the sidewall. They're looking for the air dribble bump. Doesn't have enough boost to execute, though, so Gyre leaving that for Saf. Good cut by Saf. Gonna take it himself. Can't get it past the defense. And TMS, it doesn't have the pace. No, Gyre's rotation does hold true.
Holds true, but it's still threatening. That's a shot. Oh, a save from Saf. TMS trying to put another one on. He doesn't, but he gets the dunk on the clear. Keeps it in this blue half. Another dunk, though, this time from Gyre. Will alleviate a little bit of pressure, but still limited boost. A shot, a chance, a double commit. No one's following up, but Gyre no boost. Trying to get up to Saf. Saf, the counterattack. Trying to get something going. It's chaos. There's someone dead. There's another person dead. Khan has the ball. He's dropping it down to Gyre. Gyre's taking his time, taking it in the air, looking for a bump. It's a chance. Someone puts it on target, but it's cleared away. And now it's K on the opposite end. He's looking for a counterattack of his own. Finds his teammate, but Gyre races back, gets the save, and keeps this tied 1-1. As this is a high-paced, high-octane game number 3. Tournament life on the line for Godalion. They get a dunk on! Wow! Absolutely incredible dunk to get the Godalion team up 1.
On his redemption arc, you can pinpoint that first goal that Mibole scored largely to his whiff there on the sidewall, but able to get a well-timed dunk, bury that one into the back of the net. Godalions in the lead now, in the driving seat, and you took the words right out of my mouth. This pace of play is so much higher than what we've seen in any other series largely today. And you said high octane play. That is true, but only a third of the lobby are driving around in octanes right now. We got high Fennec gameplay out here, baby. Godalions 2-1 lead, 90 seconds to hold on or expand. Maybe that's it. Con! Oh! It's the post! It's the post! It's ridiculous angle to sneak it in. That is such a clutch insurance goal for Godalions.
It was so shocking that Quanzek turned into a robot for that one, but still, absolutely incredible. Gets the 2-goal lead, and now we're going to see if they can hold on. Just over a minute left as TMS trying to get the first goal. We did see Mibole choke a 2-goal lead late in game number 1, but Saf now looking, gets it past a couple, and now it's Khan's turn. Something needs to give, otherwise Godalions will end up taking it, and that's exactly what we want to see. Khan hits it on the wall. He just needs to waste time. Goal is not necessary, but goal would be lovely. He gets it on the backboard. It's open. There's a chance. The shot through. Saf takes it.
If the 2 goals weren't enough insurance, 3 surely is. 4-1 now for Godalions. And the 41 seconds on the clock, or I think at this point, just a formality. What we're looking at now is this team realigning themselves, prepping themselves for game number 4, where they not only need to get another victory in order to force a game 5, but will probably need to make some adaptations to address how Mibole changes their game plan. A couple demos come out yet again. 20 seconds on the clock. There's a third one. Wow. I think that was 2 for Godalions, 1 for Mibole, and that does seem to be the catalyst more than anything in this matchup here, Pac-Man. We saw the demos coming out for Godalions, and this is their first game win of the series as a result.
Yeah, I mean, this series has been very physical, but as soon as Godalions have really been able to disrupt the defense on this Mibole squad, I really think that it's high quality offense, defense, anything to disrupt the rotations on Mibole. It's gonna make him easier to defend, easier to score against, and we see there 4 goals for Godalions. All of them late, except for 1 or 2, but still, Mibole, they're now reeling. They got caught. They thought they had this, and right now it really looks like they're not that comfortable, as Godalions just need 2 more. It's a tough task, that's for sure, but 2 more are necessary to get into the next round, the final round, the top 48, and we can do it. 4-1 win is a great start, but still, game 4 is next, and we gotta figure out how to keep that going into this one.
Yeah, we definitely can do it. That's the biggest takeaway here more than anything. This team has showed, besides themselves in this series, that they didn't in the previous 3 games. In that game number 4, they were efficient, they were rotating well, they were speedier for the first time. They weren't just letting Mibole dictate where this ball went and then chasing it. And that end result was a 4-1 lead, Saf being tried early defensively here. Godalions, momentum heavily in our favor. We just need to carry on and keep that momentum going here. Kekos, a little cheeky there with a double flip reset swiftly on that ball. TMS chipping that one forward. Gyre, lofting ball for Khan. He just only gets a touch to beat the oncoming defender, but will then cede it to Kekos. Khan has somebody behind him also up in the air. TMS there lying in the way. It's Gyre. Enough boost to do whatever with it, what he wants. A waterfall shot. Kekos going to make sure that one is steered into the corner.
Yeah, and I mean, great start for both squads. And this time it's on the backboard of our own team. And it's Gyre to take it away. Trying to get something. Gets it past nobody as TMS does in fact save it. Allowing K to do the exact same thing on the opposite end. Both teams loving these full field air dribbles, but really I think is not how you're going to score against these great defenses. Khan now trying to back pass it. No one's there. Gyre, he races, actually gets the ball first, fakes it for a teammate. Oh, a shot is a little high. It was cleared away as well. Now it's Gyre trying to get it over, but the challenge does go in favor of Mibole as both teams playing fast. Both teams trying to get the first goal here. TMS with the first opportunity since I said that, but it is cleared away. And this Khan, no boost. Low boost on everyone on Godalions, but Saf is the one with the ball. He has the most boost, but he runs out before anything can really get going. TMS, his turn. He's got a double. Can he get it? No, it's taken away. What a play by Khan. Another great save from Khan as they race back. Low boost. Nobody has boost at all on Godalions, but we get the hundreds. We get back the chance. It's off the crossbar and TMS puts it through.
I thought that clearance finally bought us enough time to get boost, but we just couldn't get back into the center field in time after everybody spread to the extremities to grab the boost totals. There was a time there for like 3 seconds. It was triple zeros on the side of Godalion, so we will end up down a goal. We've come back from this position before, but it's just about breaking Mibole out of their habit. Saf, oh, what a touch! He's causing commotion on the backboard too. The shot on by Khan, it's wide right though. Can't get that one on target. It's a good look by Saf. I love the creativity with that shot. Defense, a little bit too tall though for Mibole. Kekos in the corner. K, clap. 1 touch, 2 touch. Has a third, looking for help in the side of TMS. It's to himself. It's a flip reset. It's on. It's off the post. It's hovering there, and it's saved by Gyre. TMS was about to break Godalion's TOS, but Godalions hang on at the last second.
Absolutely incredible save. I don't know how Gyre's able to get there. He does. Keeps it within 1, which is crucial as any goal ties it here. Khan drops it down. Gyre smartly backs off, getting possession for this team, but actually the first touch, not exactly what he wants, so still a threat for Mibole. That's going middle. There's no one back! No! How is that possible?
Did Saf DC? I swear I didn't see him for the longest. Where'd he go?
He went to steal a 0 boost. There was no boost on the orange side, but he did go to steal it. A little bit of a mistake there, but...
That's such a brutal goal. 2-0 with our open 2 hopes on the line now. 85 seconds on the clock to rewrite our story. Kekos gets a touch. Khan, lofting ball, but there's just nobody there. Gyre doesn't jump. Saf doesn't jump. They're watching Clap carry this ball down to them. Gyre, taken over by TMS. TMS now. Good 50. This one's bouncing around in front. Khan opting to leave that for Saf. Now we'll take over this ball off the sidewall. 1 touch. 2 touch over and around TMS. Gyre can't get there though. You're noticing the third man sitting way further into the offensive third of Mibole for the side of Godalions than they have been previously. K can't get there either, and now Kekaw's going to slot that in, and that third might be the nail in the coffin, Pac-Man.
Yeah, it would require a bit of a choke for Mibole to not take this down. Unfortunately, Godalions not able to keep the momentum from last game into this one. There's still a chance, so off the kickoff gets Khan. He's going to try to get it over to a teammate, but TMS, they know all they have to do is play very passive, and it should work. And with 30 seconds left, you got to score in rapid succession, and you're on the wrong side of the ball to do it. Gay trying to just make sure the time is wasted, and there's so much time being wasted. Only 15 seconds left, and Godalions are not in the position to win this game.
No, it would have to be a comeback unlike any comeback we have ever seen, but with the ball in their own half, the clock continuing to tick down, that will do it for our run here for Godalions. TMS gonna make sure that we know we lost, and we will exit in, I believe, an identical place that we finished the first open. I think the first open we were in the top 64, and that is where we will land yet again, dropping here in losers round 5. It's unfortunate because you see how well this team played in the first series against Arrogant.
Yeah.
And we've seen how the rest of that bracket plays out. I think the conclusion, at least that the three of us here in the production booth have already come to, is that if we win that series, we're qualified into Swiss, whether it's through uppers or through lowers. But that wasn't the case. We dropped down lowers. We had a couple really good series, a couple hard-fought wins. But Mibole, quality roster. We, punished ourselves. We were our own worst enemy a couple times in that series. The two particular mistakes I can think of, if those don't happen, maybe we're in a game 5 right now. Maybe we win those 2 games that we lost as a result. But that'll do it from us here. The end of Godalions EU Open Run 2. Just want to say a big thank you and a shout out to LTX Academy. We are sponsored by them. You've noticed we've had a couple people come in and ask, well, I thought this was the Academy team. Nope. They are a coaching service. That's why they've been attached to our name, and you've had the Medify link being dropped in. If you do !sponsor, you can go and check them out. Use code LTXSAM-Godalions for 10% off of your coaching services. They'll get you straight. They'll get you prepped and ready for potentially an RLCS run. For that, though, I've been Quanzek. Behind the booth has been Haza, wonderful producer. He has a RL everywhere for him. Pac-Man, feel free to shout out your socials, any closing statements, and we will send you guys off to go watch some other content here on Twitch.
Yeah, no, nothing for me. Socials, I barely use them. At Pacman2022. Twitch is with an underscore between the end of the two, but I just wish we could have pulled out that first game. That first game was so close. Game 5-0 through time, and I really think that the longer we went on, the more difficult it was. And unfortunately, we weren't able to pull it out. I mean, I'm assuming this team gonna stick. We're gonna be running it for the third open in a few weeks away, but unfortunately that's all we can do today. Thank you guys for watching. Go check out all the other streams. Maybe the team we just beat does end up making the Swiss. I guess we root for that to happen. I don't know if we root against or for them, but unfortunately we cannot root for Godalions anymore today. But we will be back. I don't know if I'll be back. I don't know if Quanzek will be back, but I know the Godalions roster will be back for Open 3, and hopefully that's the time that they push through. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you later.
And now she's moments far love you, love you. I do need you. Ooh, I love you, I do need you. But you were always on my mind, and you were never far away. I know you'd always take your time. You light the sky up like the day. 'Cause you were always on my mind, and you were never far away. I know you'd always take your time. You light the sky up like the I never decided what's best for you. I'm troubled by the way that I can get to you. You're tougher than me and get under my skin. I'm embarrassed by your eyes, by your eyes, by your eyes.